You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Southwest Legacy High School, home of the Titans, here at Southwest Independent School District. They're part of Southwest Independent School District. I'm Jared Lucky, along with Maury Stein and Jeff Stivers, and we're ready for another season of Panther football here. Records are 0-0 for both teams, and Medina Valley will start it off here at Southwest Legacy. The next game will be on the road as well at John Jay, but we're excited to see what Medina Valley is going to have this year. And also, we had some rain come through the area earlier on. Doesn't look like they got much here. We got some in Castroville, but the skies are starting to clear up a little. It's partly cloudy, and it looks like we're going to have good weather for this football game to start the season, Maury.
What a beautiful Friday to start football in South Texas. You couldn't ask for better weather. As Jared mentioned, had a little bit of a shower came through. Just did enough, Jared, to cool things off a little bit, and you know what? It's football time. It
is, and, we've been looking forward to this for a while. But it should be a good game, and Southwest Legacy coming out on the field right now. Medina Valley's already come out onto the field here, but this is going to be the, opening game of the season, and you never know what to expect in the first game, Maury.
Well, and just from the three players that we had on the coach's show and Coach Crisp, everything looks positive. Everything sounded positive. We got through both scrimmages, Jared, without an injury, which is something that we didn't do last year. We had a couple of key guys go down in the second scrimmage and wasn't even available for the start of the season. So Medina Valley's coming in full strength. Another year for Coach Crisp, and it's nothing but positive things from what I've heard so far from the kids and the coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. On the show the other night, they were very positive, looking forward to the season. We had Joe Tarvin on there. I'm sure he's raring to get back out there after his injury last year, getting back on the field. You're always looking forward to that. But, these guys, we saw these kids as sophomores, a lot of them, and they played key roles, and now they're seniors, leadership. They're going to have some younger guys. There's some kids that didn't play last year that are going to be playing this year.
We talked to one of those Wednesday with Mr. Hill.
Yep, and, this should be an exciting matchup, and, we're looking forward to the season.
You talk about big shoes to fill, and some, of the players, as we mentioned, are moving to different positions. And one of them we had on the show, which was Michael Tomaselli. He's moving from cornerback to free safety, and we saw last year what the free safety's job is during the regular games, and that was Tyler Mangum who led the team with tackles. So Michael Tomaselli has some big shoes to fill, but he's been up there for 3 years, Jared. There's no doubt in my mind he'll take care of it.
And Michael Tomaselli is one of the captains now at midfield here for the coin toss. It'll be Tomaselli, Seth Bullard, Nick Rash, and number 44 also in the mix there. That's going to be Joe Tarvin, are your four captains for the Panthers. For Southwest Legacy, their captains, number 12, Cesar Tovar, number 7, Jared Garcia, number 63,
and
Roberto Armendariz,
52.
And number 52, that is going to be Ethan Tulos Chapa, are the four captains for Southwest Legacy.
The people why it took us quite a bit of time to go over that, because no programs were available, so we are doing it off of our phones. And you want to talk about scrolling over 40, 50 guys on a little screen. So,
Yeah, and we're having to scroll back and forth between the two rosters.
So
and, we're going to try to keep it on there as long as we can. I can tell you that
Medina Valley won the toss, Jared, and deferred. Do you like that, getting your defense out there?
I do. We saw Coach Chris do that a lot last year. They like to defer. They like to put their defense out there. From what I've understood so far, hearing people talk about the scrimmages and stuff, our defense is our strong point at the moment. It was all last year also. So you want to shut them down right away and give your offense something to build off of, a little bit of momentum. If your defense can get that stop to open up the ball game.
Yeah, the defense is really look good in the scrimmage against Coach Detmer and the Somerset Bulldogs. And when you look good against a team that slings the ball all over the field, that's a pretty good sign going into just your second side of action in the scrimmage. So
yeah, and one of the things that I've heard, Cesar Tovar, I've heard he's a pretty good quarterback for Southwest Legacy. I heard he's one of their big strengths.
Returning from last year.
And that he can throw pretty well. And so that Medina Valley secondary is going to have their hands full with him here this evening.
Keys to the game, Jared. Medina Valley has to get some offense going. The defense cannot be on the field as much as it was last year.
No, you're absolutely right. The offense is going to have to move the football. That was one of the things that we saw last year that they were not able to do well, was keep their offense on the field and keep their defense rested. They cannot get into that. The defense needs to force a couple of turnovers. And, you know, I think if Medina Valley can move the football a little bit, eat some of that clock down here, keep the ball away from their quarterback, I think they got a very good chance to come away with a win here tonight.
And the pre-snap penalties.
Routine, yeah. You know, it's the first game of the year. You never know what you're going to see there. We'll see the discipline. We are going to go ahead and take a break for the national anthem, and then we'll be back with all the play-by-play. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we will continue in a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Kestrelville, or at ntchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Southwest Legacy, where the Titans are getting ready to take on the Panthers for the first game of the season. And Southwest Legacy, green, gold, and black dark green. They'll be wearing dark green jerseys with gold trim and gold numbers and letters on the front with black pants. Looks like black helmets with a Titan logo on the side. Medina Valley wearing their road white jerseys with orange numbers and orange letters on the jerseys, black pants with the white and orange stripe down the side, black helmets with the MV and the Panther going through it on the side. Always sharp looking for Medina Valley over there with classic uniforms for them.
You looked at the Legacy Titans, they kind of, the South Florida Bulls, they kind of have that resemblance of their uniforms.
And, you know, the field here, this is the first time we've been in this stadium. This is a turf field, very nice. Says Titans on the left side, Southwest Legacy on the other. There's an SWL Titans in the center with a Titan logo. Very beautiful field here. You got a light green track around the outside. Big stadium and big scoreboard down on the right side here, and it's great atmosphere here for a ball game.
And Jared was starting off with the special teams, and that's going to be a new challenge for Medina Valley because they are replacing the punter and the place kicker and the kickoff specialist. So Panthers are going to have different people in those spots. So
Joe Tarvin's going to be kicking off for Medina Valley.
And we noticed in the scrimmages he was doing the punting, and Mr. Michael Tomaselli was doing the place kicking duties. So
back deep for Southwest Legacy. Number 7 and number 2. You're going to have Jared Garcia, number 7, and Javier Murillo, number 2, back there deep. They'll be moving left to right as we start the ball game, as Panthers get ready to kick it away. So Tarvin ready to boot it away to Southwest Legacy, and we're ready to get this season on the way, and it's a end-over-end kick that's taken at the 11-yard line by Garcia. He starts upfield up to the 30, 35, and Tarvin hits him and takes him down at the 35-yard line, and that's where Southwest Legacy will start this drive, 1st and 10.
There's two of your leaders right there, Michael Tomaselli and Joe Tarvin on the stop for Medina Valley. And
14-yard return on the kick.
A little bit of hand tackling going on down there, Jared. They had a couple of Panthers down there around the 25-yard line, but just did not wrap up.
And it back gets a 24-yard return on the kick. And 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line on the right hash as Legacy comes to the line of scrimmage. Tovar out of the shotgun here to take the snap quickly. Going to hand the ball off up the middle, and he's met in the backfield and taken down by Bullard. Immediately, that was number 3 on the carry, Fernando Flores, and he'll lose a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down 11.
Bullard just stunning in, Jared, and as soon as the handoff was there, they're going to have a flag on the play. Going to be a false start, it looks like. Legal formation. Panthers should decline that because the play was a loss of a yard.
Well, they're going to rule it a dead ball, so the play won't even count.
Wow, late whistle then on that dead ball.
They signaled false start, but it's a legal formation. But they'll move them back 5 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 15 from the 30-yard line.
So a pre-snap penalty on the first play of the game.
Tovar out of the gun here. He'll have 2 wide receivers here to the short side of the field. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself up the middle, trying to bounce it outside, and he's going to get a couple of yards, gets it up to about the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 13.
Villager and Tarvin on the stop for Medina Valley.
Yeah, they know that line is for Medina Valley doing a good job so far on 2 plays, getting in the backfield, making some things happen here, not giving Tovar much to work with. Out of the gun here, looking to throw. Quick pass out right, and he's going to be tackled right away. Number 12 in there for the Panthers on the tackle.
Manny Ramirez.
A yard.
Good press coverage there by Ramirez. As soon as the receiver caught the ball, Ramirez was all over him.
Well, that's one of the things we saw from Medina Valley last year. They blanketed those receivers a little too much last year. Right now, as soon as he caught the ball, he got hit in the backfield, and it's 3rd down and 14. Out of the gun here, 4 wide receivers, 3 out right here. Tovar rolling to his right, looking to throw under pressure, steps up, he's going to have to run. Up to the 30, tries to get to the 35, and he's brought down back to the original line of scrimmage. Good job by the Panthers, and they force Legacy into a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Tymeer Garrett putting pressure all over the quarterback, just could not bring him down, but Caden Keller on the stop for Medina Valley.
Great job defensively by the Panthers there on that opening drive.
Adam Chavez also in there for Medina Valley.
Tomaselli will go back deep for the return. He called a touchdown on special teams
yes,
for himself at the show on Wednesday. As Legacy ready to punt it away, takes the snap, boots it high in the air, a spiral kick that Tomaselli will field at the 36. He dropped it on the ground, and he gets back on. I think Legacy got it. It squirted out, And they're going to get the ball 1st and 10 at the Panther 43-yard line. Now they'll spot him at the 45, but he muffed that punt, went right through his arms there, and Medina Valley with a turnover early.
It was number 22 for the Titans who came up with that loose pigskin. And, Jared, I was even going to say he's got a chance to return this one because there was no pressure back there.
Yeah, you know,
he had a lot of room, and he looked upfield before he caught it.
So here we go now. Legacy back with the football, 1st and 10 on the Panther 45-yard line after the muff punt. Tovar out of the shotgun here. Going to hand the ball off, coming to the right side. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play.
Bullard in there for a loss of 2.
That's number 3, Fernando Flores, again on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12. You know, they've tried up the middle, and they've tried running east and west, and the Panthers have done a good job so far not letting them get upfield.
No, the defensive front is pushing the Titans linemen back into the backfield.
Out of the gun here. Flores to his left. 3 wide, Tovar to throw. Makes the catch out there by midfield, and he's tackled right away by Ramirez once again.
And, Jarek, that's a sophomore out there getting his number called twice already. Good coverage there in the open. If he gets by Ramirez, he's got room to run.
That's a 3-yard loss on the pass and catch. It'll be 3rd and 15 from midfield.
Actually, the lead blocker there, he fought through that block and made a great play out there in the open.
They'll come out here. Out of the gun, 4 wide receivers here. Ball in the left hash. Tovar looking to throw off play action. Steps up, fires complete over the middle, but he's going to be fighting for yardage around the 35-yard line. I think he's going to come up 1 yard shy, a 14-yard pass and catch. But on 4th down here at the 36-yard line, they're probably going to go for it.
Yep. Bubba Solis and Michael Tomaselli on the stop.
It was Javier Murillo on the reception. And
do we have a penalty? Down. Could be a lineman downfield.
That flag came in late.
Because he took a while to throw it.
Yeah, and you know, they're marking it. Looks like it's going to be against Legacy. So that's going to help Medina Valley out here.
Absolutely. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 19.
Yep. Ineligible downfield. 5-yard penalty. It'll move them back to the 45-yard line, their own 45-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 20.
That's a big penalty.
They'll come out here in the gun once again. Tovar looking to throw under pressure. Steps up, throws high, incomplete. And how about Tarvin right in his face there, leaping up? He didn't have any time to throw that, and now it's going to be 4th down. They'll have to punt.
That's a nightmare. You see number 44 coming at you unblocked.
Both of the ends got off unblocked.
Wow.
I think that's Tymir Garrett on the other side.
Yes.
Came unblocked as well. And part of that is I think they were trying to set up the screen out in front of him there. The linemen were going to chip the guy. I don't think they even touched Tarvin.
No. 3rd. It would have been 4th and 1.
And the punt is away. This is a spiral kick that Tomaselli will make the catch and get hit right away and dropped. Didn't call for the fair catch, so that's a legal play. But he made the catch this time nonetheless. It'll be Medina Valley ball for the first time, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
That was number 6 on the play downfield, Fabian Ramos, excuse me.
And Nick Rash will bring his offense onto the field for the first time here this evening. Rash is senior this year. He played last year as a junior. Did a pretty good job for the Panthers.
Tough runner.
Yeah, tough runner. He can throw the ball as well. They'll come out with split backs to start things off here with 3 wide receivers. Rash from the gun from his own 23. Takes a high snap over his head on the ground. He's going to fall on top of it. And the Panthers are going to lose yards on the first play as that snap goes over his head.
But Jared, it was a little high, but that's one that Rash needs to bring in. Mm-hmm. That was helmet high. You got to bring that one in.
That's a 9-yard loss right there on 1st down. Make it a 10-yard loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and 20. They move him back to the 13-yard line. Rash takes a snap, going to hand the ball up the middle, and he's not going to go anywhere. Falls forward for a gain of maybe 2 yards. Give him 3 on the play up to the 17-yard line.
52. Tolos Chapo on the stop there, one of the defensive tackles for the Titans.
Cannot see the number there on the ball carrier.
I could not pick it up either, Jared.
It was a 4-yard pickup there. That was number 32 on the carry for the Panthers. Jackson Vogel takes the snap again. Rash looking to throw. Sets up, fires right side. That's complete over the middle. That's number 3, Izzy Gonzalez on the reception. He's going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Panthers.
Renteria with a big hit for the Titans. That was a great job of holding on to that football because he got stuck as soon as he received the catch. Renteria with good coverage there.
Oh, yeah, it's 4th down. 4th down and 4 coming up. That first down, one that went over his head.
The loss of 10.
Yep.
But a good throw and a good catch there by the Medina Valley Panthers. Wow.
So it looks like Tarvin's going to get ready to boot this away as the punter.
Giving him a lot of room downfield.
Garcia back deep. Tarvin boots away an end-over-end kick that's going to bounce at the 35, and he's going to let that go. It's going to take a Panther roll down inside the 20, down to the, looks like the 19-yard line. A good punt by Tarvin that time, and then flips the field position there.
Well, and I think the coaches for the Titans are going to have a talk with number 2, Murillo, and tell him, you know, if you just go up there and fair catch that one, you save us 20 yards of real estate.
Yeah, the ball hit at the 35, rolled inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, and the thing is there was no coverage down there for the Panthers.
He had a chance.
If he catches that, he can return it 10, 20 yards.
Even if he fair catches it, he still saves them. And I think he had opportunity to run that ball.
Yeah. 1st down and 10 for the Titans. This will be their 3rd possession of the ball game. They've gone 3 and out on all of them. Tovar out of the gun, takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off up the middle, nowhere to run. He's tangled up by a whole host of Panther players. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Hit first by Fillinger and then cleaned up by Joe Tarvin.
That was Flores again on the carry. No running room for Southwest Legacy to start this ball game. And the one play they had go for real positive yards was called back on a penalty. Go 3 wide, way out to the right. Flores, the lone back. He's to the left, takes a snap, looking to throw quickly out here to the right. Pass is complete, gets across the 20 to the 21. He's brought down right away. That's number 1, Jeremiah Cifuentes on the catch. Picks up, looks like 2 yards on the play.
Good job by Caden Keller moving laterally from his linebacker spot. Good heads-up job there. No yards after the catch, Jared.
No.
Very few.
3-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 here for the Titans. Out of the gun, Tovar looking to throw under pressure. Has to step to the side. Now he's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to get tangled up at the 24 and brought down short of the first down. Picked up 2, maybe 3 yards on the play, and another 4th down here.
Yeah, forced out of the pocket by Chavez and Tarvin. And then Bullard cleaning up the mess inside in the middle.
Well, and there was credit the secondary for that. When he stepped up, he looked like he wanted to throw and saw his coverage downfield and had nowhere to go.
Great coverage downfield.
Garcia to punt it away. Bullard will be back deep Tomaselli will be back deep to receive for the Panthers. He's standing at his own 44-yard line. There's Garcia. And we're going to get a timeout here for Southwest Legacy. There were
little confusion on the punting team.
Yeah, they had some people get out there very late, and timeout going to be brought to you by Peerless Equipment. Oh, no, not this year. They're doing the kickoffs this year. Yeah, time to do whatever they want. Yeah, yeah, there you go.
You got to give their business some kind because at this rate we may not see another kickoff till halftime.
Yeah, that's no joke. But nonetheless, they're going to talk things over here. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining, and so far that Panther defense has looked very good.
Very stout.
Yep, especially for that defensive line's done a great job getting in the backfield, causing havoc back there, not letting anybody get free really. No room to run with the football. Met in the backfield every time.
Yeah, the Panthers are definitely winning the line of scrimmage on the defensive side of the ball so far.
Panthers played Southwest Legacy last year at Panther Stadium. That was a game Medina Valley did win, but it went down to the wire, and that one took a block punt near the end of the game
to seal it.
So Tomaselli back deep to receive, and now the official's talking something over. Garcia ready to punt it away. He's standing at his own 12-yard line. Medina Valley should get decent field position here for this drive. Punt. Snap rolls back to him, and he
downed
the punt.
Didn't
Yeah,
he?
I think he did.
Well, no, there's a penalty
there's
flag.
A flag
procedure they're calling.
False start here.
But he went down. I thought maybe they said he was on a knee when he fielded it, but
well,
they stopped the play.
And see, the ball rolled back to him on the snap. He had to pick it up, and they do call false start against him, so that'll move him back 5 yards.
So what positive yards they did have on that possession have just wiped that away.
Ball will move back to the 19-yard line. Garcia standing at the 12.
Jared informed me we have some out-of-state listeners this evening.
Now the snap's back.
Wow.
Flag down again. He shanked the punt. It's going to go out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
Well, the punter must have heard a whistle or something because he even looked to the side judge and didn't even know if he was supposed to kick that.
No, and there's
because
two
he
flags.
hesitated.
There are 2 flags down on the field here, and I think you got offside against the Panthers. Is one call. I think there's 2 different penalties here. I'm not sure.
One on each? A lot of yellow for this first quarter.
Yeah, for sure. Waiting for the referees to actually make the call. Looks like Legacy's moving backwards again.
But they're conferring with Legacy.
Yep. Offside against the Panthers is the call. Still 4th down, and they're going to accept that because that punt was shanked out of bounds around the 35-yard line. So that'll move them back up to the 19-yard line. So we're just basically going back and forth here.
On the 2 penalties.
No, they stepped it off now up to the 24.
Somehow we gained a little bit of yardage on that those 2 5-yard penalties.
Tomaselli's still back deep to receive. Garcia has it, punts it away. End-over-end kick that's going to bounce at the 48 and then be touched by Southwest Legacy right around the 48 of Medina Valley. We'll see where they actually spot it, but the Panthers will start their drive 1st and 10. Looks like on their own 49-yard line.
That was Renteria, number 11, that downed the ball for the Titans. Good starting field position once again, Jared, but the Panthers have sputtered on their 2 offensive possessions.
Yep, and they will start at their own 48. And Rash will come onto the field. Out of the shotgun here, they'll have 3 wide out here to the left, 1 man out to the right side. Rash 1 for 1 throwing the ball so far this evening, but the Panthers have only run 3 offensive plays, and we're 3:50 to go in the first. And there's a completion out to the left side, up to the 50, across the 45, and he's taken down. That's number 22 for Medina Valley. That's Daniel Riza, a sophomore, making that catch and run out here, getting Medina Valley 9 yards on that first down play. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Abraham Padilla on the stop for the Titans. Reza also, I believe, Jared, is one of those sophomores that is seeing time here on the varsity.
He'll isolate it wide out here to the left. 3 to the other side for the Panthers as they go right to left. Rash takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down himself and run. A little bit of room, sidesteps a man, but he gets the first down as he gets all the way down to the 37-yard line of Southwest Legacy, 1st and 10, Medina Valley.
Tell you what, that was a good open field tackle by number 33, Padilla. Again, if Nick Rash can escape that tackle, he has 10 or 12 more yards in front of him.
Yeah, and he came close to doing it.
Absolutely. Gain of about 7 or 8 on that play. Got the
6
Panthers
yards.
a first down.
Out of the shotgun, Rash, 4 wide receivers. Takes the snap. It's a design run to himself. Made a man miss, tried to reverse field, but he gets swarmed over. He is going to get at least 1 yard on the play as he gets to the 36-yard line.
Jaden Carrera on the stop there. Correa on the stop for the Titans.
This Panther offensive line is basically just about all back from last year. A lot of them were sophomores last year.
We had the last coaches show, we had 3 of them, and they were all sophomores. And that had a little bit to do with injuries, but a little bit to do that them sophomores grew up a little bit last year towards the end of the season.
Yep. No, and there's some big boys on the line for Medina Valley. Rash in the gun. 2 wide receivers here. Takes a snap. Rash rolling out right side. Steps up. Now he's going to run back the other way. Going to get a hold against Medina Valley. As Rash gets across the 30 down to the 29-yard line, but this is going to come back.
Going to be run out of bounds by Del Valle. But blatant hold in the backfield by Medina Valley.
Well, I thought they were going to get Medina Valley for a false start. It looked like that running back was leaning forward. They didn't call it, but you could see the hold out by the tackle on the right side of the field over there. And so they will call the hold against the Panthers. Minute 40 to go here in the first quarter. This first quarter's gone very fast, Morris.
Yes, it has. I believe that holding penalty, Jarrett, was called on the running back that was lined up behind Rash in that play. Number 1 back there in the backfield next to Rash.
Out of the shotgun here on 2nd down and 19. Rash looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, throws on the move, and he threw behind his receiver there. He's kind of being dragged down as he threw that football. It goes incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and very long.
Broke up again by Abraham Padillo. That's 3 plays in a row Padillo has made there on the defensive side for the Titans.
So 3rd and 19 coming up. Ball's at the 46. They need to get down to the 27-yard line for a first down.
Tried to hit number 1 on a little swing pass there. Tried to ISO him to the outside, but a good job there by number 33 for the Titans.
Well, the thing here, too, is if you can pick up a chunk of this yards, you can go for it on 4th down as well.
Wow, it motion to center. Fudge the snap. It's 5 more yards. Panthers are going backwards, which they've went backwards on 2 possessions, the first and this 3rd.
Yeah, the first one, the snap went over Rash's head on the opening play.
Yeah, that was just a flinch on the center there.
They'll move them back 5. They'll mark it off. And the ball will move to the Panther 49-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 25. 3rd and 24, actually. 3 wide receivers out right here for the Panthers. 1 man out here to the left. Rash, quick pass out right side, complete to Hill. Makes the catch, trying to get some running room, and he spins around. He's only going to get about 4 or 5 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 19.
Number 22, Mark Perez on the stop for the Titans.
He got the 5 yards back they lost on the penalty there.
Still makes it 4th and 20, huh?
Yep.
Or close to it.
And Tarvin's going to come out to punt for Medina Valley.
Number 2 back there to receive that. Javier Murillo.
Murillo standing back at his own 15-yard line. We'll see if he comes up and fields a punt this time. Last time he let it bounce and it took a 15-yard roll. It's a good punt again by Tarvin. High punt. Catch is made at the 10, and he's taken down right away. A 3-yard return at the 13-yard line. Good job by Tarvin. They'll give it to him at the 14, actually. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans with 1:08 to go here in the first quarter.
Cifuentes, the first one down there. Or, excuse me, that was Sebastian Gutierrez, the first one down there for the Panthers.
Gutierrez was in there at running back a while ago for the Panthers as well,
The
playing
one
on
to try
special
to
teams
throw
as well.
that swing pass to him.
First down, 10 for the Titans.
Can we have the first score maybe on a safety? A defensive score?
Tovar out of the gun here with only 2 wide receivers out to the left, and there's a false start against the Titans. Their guard moved early.
Wow.
It's
lot of pre-snap jitters.
A lot of out of sync going on right now. And that's, that happens. First game of the year, you're going to have to
Yeah, and they got a play called, and then they change it, and everybody's looking to the sidelines, as Jeff mentioned, and just confuses you.
That'll move them back to the 9-yard line. First down at 15. Sloppy game so far early.
Yes, it has.
Tovar will take the snap, hands the ball off to Flores up the middle. He gets across the 10 to about the 13-yard line, a 4-yard pickup on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 11.
Seth Bullard on the stop there for Medina Valley.
56 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Might be the last play of this first quarter.
And that's the longest run for them in the ball game. Biggest pickup, 4 yards so far. This is their fourth possession. Tovar hands it to Flores again up the middle. Going to push his way up to the 15, and that's going to be about it. Looks like the 16 give him 2 yards. It's going to bring up third down and 8.
Bullard and Fillinger on the stop there, along with Tymir Garrett for the Panthers.
Looks like they'll get one more play.
Good to see number 18 back there and healthy. He was not healthy, not one game last year. He looks 100% tonight.
10 seconds to go here. Tovar takes a snap, looking to throw, fires complete, first down. Makes a man miss, and there he sprung to the sideline up across midfield. He's in a foot race down the sideline to the 30. Cuts inside, and he's going to be gone for a touchdown. I don't see any flags on the field, and that is going to be an 84-yard touchdown pass and catch. And Southwest Legacy has a 6-0 lead here.
That was just a bad angle by the Panthers downfield. Should have not allowed that touchdown. He should have been brought down in between the 30 and the 25. And the Panthers take a bad angle at him and allow him to go all the way for a touchdown.
From the 16-yard line to the end zone.
Some good blocking downfield, though, on that play.
That was number 2, Murillo, on the catch and run for Southwest Legacy. And he'll be the holder right now as they try to tack on the extra point. High snap, and he drops the football and he falls on top of it, so that will be a failed extra point attempt. So it'll be 6-0, and that ends the first quarter of play. Your score after one quarter, Southwest Legacy 6, Medina Valley nothing. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by Medina Electric Cooperative, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Come back here for the kickoff after the touchdown as we start the second quarter, and there's a fair catch called for on the kickoff.
That's Bubba Solis for the Panthers on the fair catch.
And he makes that fair catch. And Medina Valley will start at the 25-yard line. Doesn't make sense to me because he made the fair catch around the 30, but they're going to give him the ball at the 25.
Well, if you make a fair catch.
I thought it was the fair catch inside the 25. They moved it there, and if it was shorter than that, you get the ball where it was.
You would think.
But nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 Medina Valley from the 25, and we'll see how this offense can react now after now trailing 6-0 for the first time in the ball game. Rash in the pistol. Lone back right behind him. There's 3 wide receivers out here for the Panthers. Rash takes a snap, hands it up the middle. Couple of yards. Looks like a 3-yard pickup on the play.
Eden Torres first in line there for the Titans. Big number 51. Well, the Titans have some pretty good beef on the defensive line themselves.
Yeah, they do. That was number 28 on the carry for the Panthers, Anthony Guerrero. Now they send in
Vogel.
Out of the gun here, 2 wide receivers. They'll send a man in motion, takes a snap, hands it off on an end around, got some room to run, bounces outside to the 35, up to about the 36, 37-yard line. That's number 3 for the Panthers, Izzy Gonzalez on the carry. He's going to get a first down from Medina Valley.
Number 28 on the stop for the Titans.
Up to the 39-yard line, the Panthers will come to the line of scrimmage here. They'll look to the sideline for the play.
Or actually number 26, Correa.
Vogel. And there's a up man this time. Rash takes a snap, hands the ball off. Gonzalez up the middle. He's got some room to run. Bounces off a tackler across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Picks up 9 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Good hard run there.
That was Anthony Guerrero on the carry for the Panthers, a sophomore in there from Medina Valley.
Robles Martinez on the stop there, number 9 for the Titans. He'll take 9 yards on first down every time. And that play that just ran behind number 32, Vogel.
From the gun again here. Now Vogel in the backfield for the Panthers. He's to the right, to the left of Rash. Takes a snap. He's going to run it himself. Up the middle, across midfield. Sidestep the defender up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 6 yards on the play, and it's going to be a first down for the Panthers.
Jared Garcia on the stop, and once again, Jared, he just followed Vogel right where he opened that hole. Vogel didn't have no contact on the line. The first guy he picked off was one of the linebackers.
They move into Titan territory here. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Southwest Legacy. 9:52 to play in the second quarter. Titans lead 6-0 with the Panthers driving. Takes the snap, hands it in, and Rash keeps it himself. Fake the end around up the middle, and he's going to get about 9 yards on the carry down to the 44, make it the 36-yard line of Southwest Legacy. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Had me fooled there also. Correa once again on the stop, along with number 33.
Well, and they faked that end around to Gonzalez that worked well earlier in this drive. Drive started at the Panther 25-yard line. They're now at the Legacy 36. Rash out of the gun. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Swings it out to the left. Incomplete. And if he makes that catch, he's got some room to run. He just led Gonzalez a little too much. Wasn't able to make that catch. It goes as an incompletion.
Jared, that had big gain all over it.
Just threw it a little too far ahead of his receiver, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
But you're in 4-down territory here when it's going to be 3rd down and a yard. Why not on 2nd and 1 try to hit something big?
3rd down and a yard here is Rash in the gun. Vogel the lone back to the left. Takes a snap. Gives it to Vogel, and he gets hit and dropped for a loss of a yard on the play in the backfield. It's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Number 26, Jaden Correa on the stop there.
You're probably in 4-down territory here. We'll see what the Panthers choose to do. It looks like they are going to go for it here, as Gutierrez checks back into the ball game for the Panthers. Also number 82, Kenneth Arroyos, checks into the game.
This is where if you're an offensive lineman, this is what you live for right here.
4th down and 2 here for the Panthers. Need to get to the 35 for a first down. Takes a snap. Rash looking to run the option. Goes up the middle. 1st down and more. Up across the 30. Down to about the 26-yard line before he's hauled down. Picks up 9 yards on the play. and it's another first down for the Panthers.
Lowered his head and just bull rushed up the middle.
Good read by him. That was going to be an option play, and he saw that hole open up in the middle of the field and just cut it up the field, saw an opportunity to get the first down. He ends up with 9 yards.
Absolutely no contact till after he established the first down.
Down to the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Gutierrez, the lone back for Medina Valley, going left to right. 3 wide out left. Rash looking over the off defense, takes the snap, going to keep it himself on the read up the middle, and he's not going to get anything. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
33, Padilla kind of threw a wrench into that one because it looked like he was going to hand the ball off to the man in motion, and Padilla was back there in the backfield. We're going to have a timeout now called by Medina Valley to bring up 2nd and 10.
And with that timeout, we'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Sammy's Restaurant and Havy's Alsatian Bakery, 2 legendary landmarks in Castroville. From breakfast to delicious hometown lunch specials and more, Sammy's satisfies your taste buds with the unique flavor of Castroville. And from fresh baked breads to pies and pastries, South Texans have made Havy's Alsatian Bakery a must-to-visit since 1940. Sammy's Restaurant, online at sammysrestaurant.com. Havy's Alsatian Bakery, online at havysbakery.com.
Back here out of the timeout on 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Rash out of the gun. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap. Looking to throw off play action. He's got a man wide open down the middle, makes the catch. Touchdown, Medina Valley.
22 on the reception.
That's a 26-yard pass and catch from Nick Rash to Daniel Reza. That's his 2nd reception of the ball game, and the Panthers find the end zone for the first time, and we have a tie ball game. And they'll come on to try to tack on the extra point.
Panthers only had 2 receivers out there in coverage of 5 defensive backs. That was a mix-up in the secondary.
Well, they came forward. They used the play action, and they bid on it, and Reza was able to find himself wide open down the field.
Great throw, great catch.
Here's Tarvin for the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up.
God, I don't like that.
He drills it right through, and your score – now Medina Valley 7, Southwest Legacy 6. And what don't you like, Maury?
Just him kicking, period, with that reconstructed knee.
Oh.
I mean, that guy slid in right against him. If he hits him on the leg there, that's a risk. That's hard to. You'd hate to lose somebody on something that they get rolled into on a kick like that. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That was scary.
Yeah. It is, but he got a good leg.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, he drilled that straight through there. And with
but
some distance on
risk reward, if you lose him, wow, on something like that, that's scary.
So 7-6, Medina Valley leading for the first time this season now, as Legacy, with that missed extra point earlier, coming back to haunt them right now. Still a lot of game left, 7:25 to go here in the first half. And Tarvin getting ready to boot it away. He'll have it teed up at the 40-yard line for the Panthers. And going back deep to receive for Legacy is going to be number 7, Jared Garcia. Number 2, Javier Murillo, who's got some speed. He showed it earlier in the ball game, and that's the 2 men that they send deep. Tarvin's got it teed up on the left hash, and he's ready to boot it away. A low line drive kick that's going to be caught at the 20-yard line. Good catch that time by number 19, and he is taken down. I say that's number 19. That's number 15.
Vogel and number 7 also on the stop for the Panthers. That's Jared Garcia.
That was D'Angelo Del Valle on the catch right there, and Del Valle is a baseball player for Southwest Legacy. I remember him from baseball season. He showed the catch right there coming across to make that on a line drive kick.
Yeah, that was Ramirez aiding in the stop there for the Panthers also.
So 1st and 10 for Legacy from their own 35-yard line. 7:17 to go in the first half. Takes the snap, hands it to Flores, trying to come to the near side of the field, and he's going to get wrestled down at the 38-yard line, or make it the 37-yard line, a pickup of 2 on the play.
Keller and Ramirez on the stop for Medina Valley.
That was actually number 25, Desmond Suarez, on the carry. That's the first time we've seen him as the ball carrier this evening. A bigger back there in the backfield. Picked up 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Steps up now, nowhere to go with it. And he's going to get taken down from behind. Falls forward to the 41-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
That was Dax Fillinger on the stop there for Medina Valley.
You know, other than the 86-yard pass play earlier, the Panther defense has looked pretty solid here tonight. Here you go now. This is really the first time they've been in a 3rd down and short yardage situation.
It's usually been 3rd and
8 or
9 or worse.
So 3rd and 4 coming up here. Ball at the 41 of Legacy. They need to get to the 45. Rolling out right, looking to throw. Under pressure, steps up now, looking to run for the 1st down. He's going to have it. Gets across the 45 to midfield.
Alexander Luna on the stop for Medina Valley, but good scrambling job. But, Jared, once again, good coverage downfield. Quarterback had nowhere to go, just lost containment on him.
And he gets 9 yards on the carry. It'll be 1st down. That, other than the touchdown earlier, I believe that's their first down. Out of the shotgun, Tovar. Going to hand the ball off up the middle. That's 25, Suarez on the carry. Put his head down there, but he picks up 2 yards. And if you notice, he did not cover that ball up at all. He was carrying it loosely out to the right there, going through the line of scrimmage. Someone needs to notice that, slap that ball free.
Yep.
Because that is not the way you carry the football through the line.
No, and Bullard and Santos will sure enough knock it away from you.
Tovar rolling out under pressure, throws the screen, and that's going to be incomplete. He was on his knees anyway if he'd have caught it. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 coming up here. And as Jeff said, that was a good call, because if that throws on the money,
it would have been up.
It'd have been for a long game.
It'd have been up to Dax Fillinger to make that play in the open field, and he was there, but that would have been a great, heck of a play.
Tovar out of the gun. Sets up, looking to throw, play action, fires down the middle, complete, 1st down, made a man miss. That's Murillo again, and he spins around. The Panthers can't tackle him, and he's gone for the touchdown. A 48-yard touchdown pass from Tovar to Murillo, who scores for the 2nd time this evening.
He just sat down right in that soft spot of the zone in between the linebackers in the secondary, and a good catch. And Jared, a great run after the catch. A lot of shoddy tackling there by the Panthers.
He's got 134 yards receiving on 2 plays, both for touchdowns, an 86-yarder and a 48-yarder for touchdowns.
Cannot believe they are not going for 2 here.
Yeah, it's only 4:52 to go in the first half. But yeah, that's not good tackling by the Panthers on that play and on the 86-yarder earlier. Rolls that snap, back kick is up, and it is good. He sneaks it inside the right upright.
What a job by the holder, number 5.
No, number 5 was the kicker. That's number 20, I believe, was the holder there for Legacy. But number 5, Nate Ibarra, was their kicker.
Good discipline by him, sitting back and waiting. But the holder gets credit for that one.
That ball rolled back down to him, and he managed to get it down. And a 13-7 ball game is your score now. Medina Valley trailing after that score. And, you know, we talked earlier, the defense has been very sound, but then you have an 86-yard and a 48-yard touchdown. And, you know, it's been after the catch. Like, it's one thing to make the catch. It's another, you know, Murillo ran 76 yards for a touchdown earlier after a 10-yard passing catch. That was a 15-yard passing catch.
I was going to say, after that yardage you said combined, how many of that yardage do you think was after the catch?
Yeah, probably only
70%.
Probably only 30 to 40 yards of that was actually pass yard. The rest was running after the catch. So number 5, Ibarra, has it teed up, ready to kick it away. Their last kickoff was a high end-over-end kick that was fielded by Bubba Solis on a fair catch. And they'll do that again, a high end-over-end kick that will be fielded at the 30, and they're going to try to run with it here, trying to get outside, gets to the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds around the 42-yard line. That was Izzy Gonzalez on the return there.
Good job by making something happen upfield. We got a flag on the, well, is that a flag on the play around the 47?
I don't see one. Oh, yeah, there is one back there on the far side of the field.
What could be there? On Medina Valley? That's going to take away great field position for the Panthers.
And we'll see what the call is, but we know pretty much what it is.
Backwards.
Yeah. They're going to call a hold against Medina Valley.
And that had to be even in front of the play, because they ran him out of bounds at the 45 or 46, and it was thrown on the other side of the 50.
So that'll move them back here. The Panthers will start this drive from their own 33-yard line. Rash out of the pistol. Gutierrez is his lone back. And they'll send him out of the backfield here. They're going to throw it to Gutierrez out of the backfield. Makes the catch through the hole, 35-40. Down the sideline, midfield, 40. Takes off the tackler. They have the angle on him, and they're going to pull him out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Great pass and catch from Rash to Gutierrez. It'll set up first down and goal at the 10-yard line for the Panthers.
Ramon Renteria saved a touchdown, and good footwork down the sidelines by number 1 for the Panthers, staying in bounds because the official was looking the whole way down.
Yep, he sure was. He sure was. It's a 57-yard pass and catch. Great job by Gutierrez down the sideline. He should have been pulled down a couple of times, made some guys miss, had some speed, and it's first and goal for the Panthers from the 10. Rash from the gun takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle, dropped it, picked it back up, touchdown, Medina Valley. I believe that was Vogel.
That was Vogel, and
no,
he got
it wasn't. That
32.
Yep, that is Vogel on the carry, and he dropped that, and it bounced right back up into his chest. He's very fortunate, and he gets it for the touchdown. So Medina Valley goes 2 plays downfield, and they're punching the end zone for the touchdown.
Dribbled it right back to himself.
Yep. $67-yard drive on 2 plays, and the Panthers can take the lead here. And I think he missed that wide to the right, and it looked like he jerked that, just didn't get that pivot foot around there, and he pushed it out to the right side, did Tarvin, and the missed extra point, and it's 13-13 now, your score with 4:24 to play here in the first half. And we'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Volt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at ntchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Southwest Legacy as Medina Valley and the Titans tied 13-13 here with 4:24 to go here in the first half. And Tarvin is having it teed up. He's ready to kick it away. You'll have Garcia and
got a
Murillo
rainbow
back deep. Yep, we do have a rainbow up in the sky here. And Tarvin with an end-over-end kick that will be taken by Garcia at the 11. Starts up to the 20, 25. Into the hole across the 30, and he's going to be gang tackled as they try to push the pile, and they do up to the 35-yard line, and that is where Legacy will start the drive. And there are a couple of raindrops on the window
A
here.
whole pride of Panthers on the tackle.
And And there is a flag down as well at the end of that
I don't know
play.
if our camera guy can get a picture of that pretty rainbow up there in the sky.
And so we'll see what the penalty was on. That flag is laying on the far side of the field around the 34-yard line.
Right where the scrum occurred, or in the position where the
And it's a sideline warning against Legacy, I believe. No, it was against Medina Valley.
See, they put an extra box in there this year for that, to keep the coaches off the field.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35. Last two drives for Legacy have ended with a 86 and a 48-yard pass and catch for touchdowns.
That bounce.
Throws that bounce. That's going to be incomplete out there, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Pass was intended for number 3, Fernando Flores.
Bullard was out there right in front of him if he would have caught that ball.
So Tovar getting the play from the sideline. He'll run it back in. Legacy moving right to left. 4:09 to play here in the first half. 13-13 your score. Opening game of the season for both of these teams. Out of the gun here, takes the snap. Tovar with a little reverse here. Gives it to Murillo, who's got some speed. He scored both touchdowns, and he's going to be taken down after a 3-yard pickup, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Brought down on the play by number 14 for Medina Valley, leading the charge, Adam Chavez.
So 3rd and 7 coming up here. Ball at the 38-yard line.
This is where they've done their damage, Jared, on 3rd downs.
3 wide out right. Takes a snap, play action, under pressure, looking to throw on the run. It's incomplete. It was high over the head of Murillo, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Panthers almost, Mikey Tomaselli almost got that tip drill.
Yeah, he's looking for Murillo every time.
That's not a bad idea.
No. And, he was under a lot of pressure, kind of getting dragged down. That's why he threw that high over the head, Murillo, and it's going to be 4th down here, and they'll have to punt.
Yeah, Luna was putting pressure on him up front.
And Garcia will get ready to boot it away. Tomaselli back deep to receive. He's standing back around his own 30-yard line. .327 and counting to go. Play clock down to 2, and here comes the Panthers in a good block that time taken out, and that's going to be an end-over-end kick that takes a Legacy roll down to the 25-yard line. And, Tomaselli had no chance of fielding that at all. That was one he needed to let bounce.
Yeah, did a good job of just getting away from that one.
And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line is where the Panthers will start with 3:10 to play in the first half.
Panthers did defer to start the ball game, so Medina Valley, we could put on a score here. They will get the ball in the second half. Could really.
Well, and the Panthers have scored on their last 2 possessions. They look very good offensively here since the beginning of that game. And, the Panthers, both teams have cleaned it up a little bit here in the second quarter. There's a very sloppy start to this, and that's expected a little bit with, first game of the year. But luckily here in the second quarter, we've cleaned up the game a little bit more. Rash out of the shotgun here to start. 3 wide out here to the right, short side of the field, takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off left side to Riza. Got some running room, cuts it up to the 30, 35, up to about the 38-yard line, picks up 13 yards and a 1st down.
Good blocking downfield by the Panthers receiving corps.
That was Riza on the carry. He scored a touchdown earlier, he did score a touchdown early in the ball game. First one for Medina Valley.
Looked like Ramos on the stop there, along with number 9, Robles Martinez for the Titans.
1st and 10 here from the 38-yard line. Takes that snap. Rash over the middle, complete up to Gonzalez, and that's going to be a 1st down, a pickup of 12 yards up to midfield.
That was Izzy, wasn't it?
It was Izzy. Izzy Gonzalez. And a good job by the Panthers here. A couple of plays. They picked up 13 and 12 yards, and they're on the move here at midfield.
Yeah, Jasmine Roque on the stop.
Picked up 25 yards here
2 plays.
In 2 plays, and Rash from the shotgun again. Send a man in motion. They're going to give it to Gonzalez coming around, looking for some running room, and he's going to get tangled up and brought down. Looks like they'll give him no gain on the play. Gets back to midfield, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Senior defensive back Jared Garcia on the stop there first for the Titans.
2 minutes to go here in the first half and counting. Panthers still with 2 timeouts remaining, as is Legacy, the same. Nick Rash in the shotgun. They have 3 wide out to the left here. Takes the snap, looking to throw. With some time, sets up, fires it. Over the head of Riza out there. Just running a little flag pattern out there, and he overthrew him. If that's on the money, he can make the catch there and, have himself a first down, but it's going to be 3rd and 10.
He was 3 yards past the sticks. Tried to thread it in between number 11 and number 7 for the Titans.
Clock stops with 1:36 to go here in the first half. 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Panthers. Hill will go wide out to the left. Split backs here for the Panthers on 3rd down and 10. Rash looking to throw. Sets up, fires toward Hill, makes the catch, and he's not going to have the first down. He picks up 8 yards, and it's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Did he get you enough for 4-down territory?
He probably so here. It's at the 42-yard line of Legacy. With 1:19 to go here in the first half.
Number 11 was on the stop there.
And the Panthers are going to take a timeout here and talk about what they want to do.
And Renteria had to make that play because Hill, had to go down for the ball, but Renteria made a good job, a good tackle of not allowing Hill to get there.
And that's going to, with the timeout brought to you by Peerless Equipment Company here. And Maury, what do you do here?
I go for it. I let Rash pick what he wants to do. That same play they went for it on short yardage before, let him fake give him that little read option where he can hand it off or go up the middle. I'd make sure you have number 34 in front of you.
Yeah,
Vogel blocking.
And there's 1:14 left here. I know they have 2 timeouts and they can throw the football, but your defense, other than the 2 plays the 2 big plays they gave up, they played well. Sadly, those 2 plays are kind of going to define the ball game here so far. But you can't be upset with the job your defense has done. So if you don't make this and give them the ball back, you still feel pretty good.
Yep.
And they are going to go for it here.
Vogel is the up man in the backfield.
2 wide receivers here. Rash at a pistol. Takes the snap. They're going to hand the ball off. Fighting for yardage, and he's not going to get it. Doesn't really get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a stop on 4th down, a turnover on downs with 1:08 to go.
Now, that was number 33 leading the charge, Abraham Padilla. We have mentioned his name several times.
And, it was Guerrero on the carry for the Panthers, and he did not pick up that first down. I mean, he didn't have a chance there as they were in the backfield from the start. So we'll see what Legacy can do here with 1:08 to go.
2 timeouts still left for the Titans.
And the ball at their own 42-yard line. Empty backfield here for Tovar. Takes a snap, finds Murillo quickly out of the backfield. And he's going to get knocked out of bounds around the 49-yard line of Medina Valley.
Bullard and Tomaselli on the stop, but that's a first down, isn't it, Jared?
It is a first down, and the clock will stop as they move the chains here with 57 seconds to go. 10-yard pickup on first down. Empty backfield again. Looking to throw quickly. Right side. Pass complete over there up to the 40, and he's upended inbounds. Short of the first down by about a yard. Picks up 9 down to the 39-yard line of Medina Valley with 44 seconds and ticking.
Bubba Solis on the stop for the Panthers.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage here. 3-man front for the Panthers. Takes the snap. Tovar steps up. He's going to run. He's got a first down. Gets across the 35, 30, and he's going to step out of bounds around the 26, 27-yard line. He'll stop the clock with 25 seconds to go.
Got a tremendous block downfield by one of his flankers, Joseph Murillo. I wonder if that's the brother of number 3.
26-yard line for Legacy. Empty backfield again. Takes a snap, looks to throw, incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 21 for Legacy. That's Jonathan Rodriguez, and it falls incomplete with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
You know, that might be a good thing for Legacy, give them a little bit of time to recoup, because that play wouldn't have gained but about a yard and a half at the most.
Tovar from the gun with some time. Now he steps up wanting to throw, fires through the middle to Murillo, and it's incomplete. Good job right there by Tomaselli to separate ball and receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 with 14 seconds
thrown a
left.
little behind it, but Tomaselli on the play. And, Jared, they got to be in 4-down territory, because what I've seen
this is a 43-yard field
goal.
goal.
Well, what I've
here.
seen from the extra points, there's no way he gets there from this part of the field.
The wind's blowing slightly right to left, slightly helping, and that pass is complete. Out to the right side, up across the 20, down to the 15. He's going to have a first down with 7 seconds left.
Stops the clock on a first down. Bullard on the tackle from behind.
And they do have a timeout left, and they do take one here with 7 seconds to go.
They have time for 2 pass plays in the end zone, maybe?
No, I wouldn't do 2. You get 1 shot here, and if not, you try a field goal from here. From the 13-yard line, that's a 30-yard field goal. I mean, they might not make it, but, I mean, that's your best chance for points here, I think. Just depends. I mean, we don't know. We've seen their extra points, but we don't know. He's actually, the guy that's been kicking the extra points is not listed as their kicker. Their kicker's listed number 4. Number 5's been doing the kicking for them. Yeah, I mean, we're 13-13 right here, you know, with 7 seconds left in the first half. It's the way things are looking, this is going to go down to the end. Any points is, you know, helpful.
Then do you
here.
have to throw this one in the end zone?
I think,
or can you throw it short?
No, you have 1 timeout left, but you're going to have to take it immediately if you don't get past the sticks.
They're lining up for a kick already.
Yeah, they're going to kick the field goal right now. Ball will be placed at the 20 from the holder. That's a 30-yard attempt. The ball is on the right hash. The wind is helping him slightly.
That is number 5.
Takes a good snap. Kick is up, and he drills it straight through from 30 yards. Number 5, Nate Ibarra, puts it through and puts them on top 16-13 as time expires at the end of the first half. So a 30-yard field goal, the difference in the ball game at the moment. Your score at halftime, Southwest Legacy 16, Medina Valley 13. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet and Medina Electric Cooperative, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
So we came back here to Southwest Legacy because they're going to put 3 seconds left on the clock here for the kickoff, and you're going to get a kickoff from Legacy to Medina Valley. They lead 16-13. The extra point, or the field goal, was good from 30 yards by Ibarra, but he's going to have to boot this one away as they put 3 seconds left. And you know, it's like Maury said during the break, I've never seen a short field goal like that take 7 seconds. And they had let that clock expire. In fact, both teams were headed off the field, and they had to come back. Now, Ibarra's done a little pop-up kick both times down to around the 30-yard line, and this is none the different. That's going to be taken by Solis, I believe, at the 20. No, that's Gutierrez, and he's going to try to run it back up to the 30, 35, through the hole, up to midfield, 45, 40, down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A great return, but it won't do you any good here because the time does expire, and it is now halftime. Your score at the break, Southwest Legacy 16, Medina Valley 13. And we'll go ahead and take a break, and we will come back in a few minutes. You're listening to Panther Football, and we will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925, with one simple goal: to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here at halftime to Southwest Legacy High School. We're at halftime, and your score: Southwest Legacy 16, Medina Valley 13. This was a ball game that started pretty sloppy. We were almost down to the very end of the first quarter here before we got any action really with the scoring, but the Panther defense came out looking very good. A lot of penalties in the first 8-9 minutes of the ball game. Since then, it's been, things have really panned themselves out a little bit, but they're big plays. Legacy started off the scoring with a 86-yard touchdown pass and catch. It was really about a 10-15-yard pass from Tovar to Murillo, who ran the rest of the way for the touchdown. The extra point was a bad snap, and then they had to fall on top of it. It was a failed extra point attempt. It was 6-0. Medina Valley would come back, and they would score on a pass play from Nick Rash to Riza out there. Got in the end zone for the first time. The extra point was good. Medina Valley went up 7-6. But then Southwest.
That was, a 26-yarder?
It was a 26-yard touchdown pass there from Rash to Riza, who got in the end zone. made it 7-6, and then Legacy had the ball back, and ball was at the 48-yard line on third down, and it was another pass and catch from Tovar to Murillo, who made the catch about 10 yards downfield and then took off another 38 yards for another touchdown. Their extra point was good, made it 13-7 at the time. Medina Valley would answer back. They would go 67 yards in 2 plays. A great great run by or passing catch from Rash to Sebastian Gutierrez, who ran down the sideline, set up first down and goal at the 10-yard line, and then Jackson Vogel punched it in the end zone on a 10-yard touchdown run for a Panther touchdown. The extra point was no good as Tarvin missed it wide to the right, made it 13-13. The Panthers had a drive going here before halftime, but then it stalled out on 4th down and 2. They went for it at the 42-yard line. They were turned away with 1:08 left in the first half. Legacy managed to drive downfield, get it down to where they could attempt a 30-yard field goal with 7 seconds left. Ibarra made it, drilled it right through the uprights from the right hash mark from 30 yards. It probably would have been good from about 40, and he drilled it right through, and that's where we stand right now. 16-13 is your score. Now, Maury, tell us a little bit your assessment of what you saw here in the first half.
Well, I just saw the Panthers playing great defense with the exception of 2 big plays. Yards after the catch, kind of some missed tackles that resulted in the big plays. Both passes were thrown across the middle, and Murillo just made it happen with his legs and avoiding some of the would-be tacklers. And you look back on the other side, and Medina Valley had a couple of big plays of their own. What is surprising me the most is the Panthers doing their damage through the air.
Yeah.
I expect the other teams to do that often, not score often, but use that passing game because Medina Valley's front is solid. You're not going to get that many rushing yards. You may get a few, but to beat Medina Valley, you're going to have to throw the ball.
Well, and if you look, I think the longest running play Legacy's had is about 4 yards. Is all they've managed to bump out of there is 1, 2, 3 yards a carry.
And I think that was when the quarterback scrambled because the Panthers forced him out of the pocket.
Yeah, some of that. Now, he scrambled for 9 or 10 yards, but on design runs, they haven't gotten anything.
No.
And, the one turnover in that first, 2 turnovers really. So the opening punt was muffed, didn't turn into anything. And then you had the turnover on downs late there in the half that actually turned into 3 points the other way. So you could say that Medina Valley's been on the wrong end of the turnover game here, -2, and they've actually given up 3 points off of it, and that's the difference in the ball game right now.
Well, and the Titans' first down, according to the way you keep it, was on the big touchdown play.
Yep.
I mean, you get a first down when you score a touchdown, and that was the 68-yarder or 86-yarder. So they didn't get their first touchdown till their 4th possession of the ball game.
That's right.
So the defense has been there, just giving up the big plays. But you got to be positive. From what you see, the thing that's made the difference, and that's the 3-point difference, is the special teams.
Yep. Yeah, and Maury, one of the things too to watch here, especially as you're going to get down to in the second half, is Tovar and Murillo.
Right.
That combination hooked up for both of those big touchdown passes. He's their go-to receiver. We've seen some of number 1, I believe that's Cifuentes out there. He made some catches on that drive there at the end to set up the field goal. But when they went with that empty backfield, Medina Valley went with the 3-man front, kind of backed off into a prevent, and that allowed them to move the ball downfield. But they're going to have to key on Murillo and make Tovar go somewhere else with the football in order to beat you. You can't let that combination beat you.
No, and that's what, we knew we were going to see because that's what Somerset did kind of in the second half of not the second half, but in the second part of the scrimmage, went to the wide open offense with no backs in the backfield, trying to extend the field, giving them more room to work. And a lot of that also, Jared, you've got to shore up your tackling.
Yeah.
I mean, the missed tackles have resulted that, the throw and the catch have been good, but it's the missed tackles that have allowed them to get to the end zone. And that's something that can be fixed. You haven't had that much contact. I know COVID lets you have more practices. Well, let you practice before the season, but you're still, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's right. And, it's the first game of the year, but at the same time, those are things you can adjust at halftime here and say, guys, we've got to make these tackles. You got to wrap people up. If you can't make the tackle one-on-one, hold on until someone else can get there. And that's what we saw there is bad angles and some arm tackles that got run through, and just, it cost you some points right there. It cost you two big touchdown plays.
I like what I've seen with Nick Rash.
Yep.
He hasn't made the mistakes. He's hit the open receivers. He might have missed one or two, but you know what? It's the first game of the season. What I'm wondering in the second half, if we don't see Moreno taking a few snaps in the second half, and Rash, given the other quarterback who, I don't know if one was considered the starter. I'm sure Rash, he looked a little bit better running in the scrimmage, but Moreno's a dual threat himself, so I'm wondering if we may see him a little bit in the second half.
Kind of mix it up a little bit. Moreno's a left-handed quarterback, right?
No, he's right.
He's right-handed?
Yeah.
I thought he came in last year and played a little bit.
He did.
Yeah. But nonetheless, you give a different look here and there if you mix things up with the quarterback, make them see something a little different. One of the things that I've seen from Medina Valley that was a question mark for me coming into this year was who were they going to have handling the football as far as speed. You lost some speed. You had some players that aren't playing this year that, you lost there. They've made it up. Sebastian Gutierrez with a lot of speed. He's had a couple of big runs. Riza with a couple of catches and some runs on an end around. They've had some speed. They managed to hit holes. They're doing a good job at those positions, and that's something. Jackson Vogel running the football. Gonzalez and a couple of different guys running the football have done a good job. Gutierrez, the sophomore, running the football. We've seen some different players mix it up, and they've all had success doing it.
Yep.
And let's go ahead and take another break and then recognize some of the sponsors, and we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue in a few minutes.
Sammy's Restaurant and Habeas Alsatian Bakery, two legendary landmarks in Castroville. From breakfast to delicious hometown lunch specials and more, Sammy's satisfies your taste buds with the unique flavor of Castroville. And from fresh baked breads to pies and pastries, South Texans have made Habeas Alsatian Bakery a must-to-visit since 1940. Sammy's Restaurant, online at sammysrestaurant.com. Habeas Alsatian Bakery, online at habeasbakery.com.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Double T Outfitters offers deer, dove, turkey, quail, and exotic hunts in Southwest Texas on over 20,000 low-fenced acres. They facilitate professional guide services, lodging, and fantastic meals while providing the best in Southwest hunting. Contact Double T Outfitters to find out details about their current package hunts. Contact owner Brett Ferguson at 210-413-1597 or online at doubleThunting.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Volt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Southwest Legacy. We're at halftime where the Legacy Band is performing on the field right now. 16-13 your score. And I have a couple of stats for you here. Nick Rash, 7 for 10 throwing the football with 1 touchdown here this evening. I'll get you the first names here because these stats on here don't show everything. So, all right, you're going to have number 3, Izzy Gonzalez, 2 receptions for 25 yards. Mariza's going to have 2 receptions for 35 yards and a touchdown. Hill, 2 receptions, 12 yards. And then rushing, you're going to have Jackson Vogel, 3 for 14 yards. Guzman, 3 for 12 yards. Izzy Gonzalez, 2 rushes for 11 yards. Vogel had that 14 yards and a touchdown in there. Ramirez 1 for 13, and then Rash had 7 carries for 31 yards. A total of 15 rushes for 50 yards in that first half for Medina Valley. But you had a total of 7 receptions for 129 yards. You also had Sebastian Gutierrez with 1 reception in there for 57 yards. That big one down the sideline there that set up the 1st and goal and the Jackson Vogel touchdown. So Medina Valley doing it through the air. 189 yards total offense in that first half for Medina Valley.
Getting the stats from San Antonio Express News Stats crew, Jerry Martinez and Boyo Mateo, head baseball coach at Holy Cross. Thank you for those stats. And what sticks out to you most, Jared, about the stats? The lack of, the shortage of rush yards?
Yeah, I mean, 15 carries for 50 yards. I mean, that's
an average of 3 yards a carry.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you're not used to seeing from Medina Valley. You know, they run the ball usually a little better than that. One that does stick out to me is your 7 receptions for 129 yards, and Nick Rash being 70% throwing the football right now, 7 of 10.
Only 3 incompletions.
Yeah, and 2 of those were just balls that he barely missed, overthrew, and led his receiver just a little too much on 2 of those. But that's something that you're not used to seeing from a Medina Valley team, is having your passing yards really outshine your rushing yards. You know, usually it's the other way around. Medina Valley would have 15 carries for 120 yards by now. You know, but it's been the other way around. Now I look for that to maybe change a little bit in the second half.
Well, if you go to the defensive side, their offensive stats, I would think that they are coming just as what we suspected, that the way you're going to have to score on Medina Valley basically is through the air. You're very seldom going to get a drive that's going to be 15, 20 pace.
Right.
You know, because I just don't see that happen. I see teams having to hit the big hitter, the what do you call it, the plays that
home run.
But there's a name for what are the big plays called, not home runs, but I can't think of the
chunk play.
Chunk plays. There you go. And you know, and so far that's been Panthers' bugaboo, the two big chunk plays. So, that's something that can be very, very easily fixed.
Yep.
You shore up with some of the tackling, and that's where we saw, the two long plays, kind of some missed tackles.
But the open field tackling.
Open field, yeah. So, and that's going to happen because, you haven't had the contact drills like you normally do. So, all of the problems can be fixed.
Yeah,
very
they
easily.
Absolutely can. And, one of the things we saw, and I'm very happy about seeing this, is we talked about how this game started sloppy for 10 minutes, just penalty after penalty. That kind of went away as the first half went on, and we didn't see that anymore, and you kind of had a rhythm to the game get going, and hopefully they can extend that here in the second half. You understand that those things are going to happen. Last year we saw it happen through about the first 3 or 4 games.
Right.
Now you've seen it happen through a quarter. Those are the changes. You're going to have some jitters. It's the first game of the year. You're going to be excited, a little too much adrenaline. Things like that are going to happen. It's how do you settle into the ball game, and so far both teams have actually settled into the ball game.
Well, and the fewer flags have been called on Medina Valley. Most of the pre-snap fouls have been on the other side.
There's only been
Southwest Legacy.
There's only been 2 on Medina Valley. They had 1 offside and then 1 false start on the center, just double clutching the ball.
Well, yes, and then the other ones have been, the blocking.
Holding.
Or the holding down here, which was 10 yards in front of the play, which that one still puzzles me. But, most of the infractions, the dead ball infractions and the pre-snap infractions have been on the Legacy side instead of Medina Valley. And that's something that you had said and you mentioned just previously that was still happening against Medina Valley 3 and 4 games into the season. And towards the end of the season, it happened at a couple of inopportune times that cost us a drive or 2.
Yeah.
So, if you can shore those up, early, Panthers have a bright season still ahead of them.
Yep. And, I want to point out, too, that, I want to thank some of our sponsors here. One of our bigger sponsors, Garner Abstract and Ranchers Title. There was not a commercial on the computer for them, so I want to make sure that we mention them and let everyone know that they're a good sponsor of ours. They've always helped out. They've been with us for a long time. But
new name.
New name. But we want to make sure to give them some credit here on the broadcast and let y'all know we will have a commercial for them going forward.
Because as y'all know, and we know that without the sponsors, this is not possible. And we definitely enjoy bringing it to everybody. And we hope there's a lot of listeners out there that appreciate the job that Jared and I and Jeff do, because we totally enjoy it, and we're here for the kids, and we're here for you fans out there, and having fun doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. In Medina Valley, both teams have come out of the locker room now, kind of getting warmed up in the end zone. There's still 5 minutes left at halftime, is what they're showing here.
Last night, the JV won, the MV freshman B team won, and the MV 18 freshman lost. So we were 2-1.
Did volleyball play tonight?
I think they're in a tournament.
Are they in a tournament this weekend?
I think
they
so.
They probably didn't play then because, district hasn't started yet. So sometimes that schedule early is kind of messed up. Usually it would be Tuesday and Friday nights for them. But because you've got tournaments and things like that going on, their schedule's a little different than what it would normally be. But, we had them on as well on the show Wednesday night. We had Coach Crisp talking a little bit, and I asked him the question, how hard is it to prepare for an opening game, because you don't really know what the team you're facing is going to have other than a couple of scrimmages and knowing what they kind of did last year. But they've done a good job. Do we need to give that back? But they've done a good job. It's 16-13. You're in this ball game, and Medina Valley has not played bad at all. They played very good, other than 2 big plays given up by the defense. You can't fault that. And Legacy, credit them moving the ball downfield. They started at their own 42-yard line. They got down to be able to kick a field goal. They got down to the 13-yard line and were able to kick a field goal before the end of the first half. And so credit them for that, and that's the difference in the ball game. But Medina Valley has done a very good job so far of kind of of containing the run, especially, not letting them get anything going with that. They forced Legacy to throw the football to beat them. Unfortunately, 2 of those plays went for touchdowns, and they're able to have a lead right now. But, Maury, what do you see? What are your keys to the second half? What do the Panthers have to do?
Same old cliche, Jared. Win the first 5 minutes of the second half, grab the lead back, and hold it for the Panthers. And you know, it's the same thing that you say every time coming into halftime in a close ball game. The first 5 minutes will dictate the second half, which is true, but sometimes it's not. But the same old cliche, the same old thing happens. You know, you come out focused. You hope you kind of went over, you know, the little bit of soft spots that they found in the middle of the field, sure that up a little bit. And you know what? If the second half is as interesting as the first half, we're gonna have more fun tonight, because it's been a very, very good, interesting first half, and couldn't expect no more on a beautiful Friday evening. 16-13. Panthers were favored by 3, according to the Harris poll coming in here. Trailed by 3. You know what? I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, I think you're right, Maury. You're going to get the ball first to start the second half here. The offense has actually looked pretty good in their last 3 drives. They scored on 2 of them. The other one, you know, after moving the ball, you know, 30, 40 yards downfield, they stalled out on 4th down and 2, weren't able to pick that up. But other than that, their offense has been moving the ball. They kind of had a very slow start. The first snap went over Rash's head, you know, things like that. But since then, they kind of cleaned that up. They were able to move the football, put a couple of scores in. You know, last year you were watching the first few games, it was, how's Medina Valley going to score? Well, they got that out of the way here already. You've shown that you can put the ball in the end zone. Now you just got to put those complete drives together. You know, we saw them do a quick hit. You had a 57-yard pass and catch that set up a 10-yard touchdown pass, but then you see them methodically move the ball down the field, and that's what they need to keep doing, moving that ball down the field, keeping it away from Tovar in his offense, because – you know, they're not going to methodically move the ball down the field against Medina Valley like you showed earlier, but those chunk plays and those big yardage plays are what's going to hurt you. And I just think Medina Valley's got to make the adjustment for Murillo. They've got to find a way to keep the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, or limit the yards after catch.
Yes, absolutely. So let's go ahead and take a break, and then we can come back with the second half. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet and Medina Electric Cooperative, and we'll continue in a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back here to Southwest Legacy as we're about ready to start the second half. Both teams out on the field as the special teams take the field right now. 16-13 Southwest Legacy leading the ball game, and they will be kicking it away to Medina Valley. Ibarra will tee it up from the 40-yard line. You'll have Riza, Tomaselli, and Gutierrez back deep to receive, but they haven't been able to do anything with the football in these kickoffs because they've all been short to the up men.
Which is probably planned.
And we'll see what Ibarra chooses to do here. And he kicks it high in the air, end over end kick that's going to be taken at the 15-yard line. Starts up field. That's Reza with it across the 30, 35, and up to about the 37-yard line where he's taken down. And that is where the Panthers will start. They'll give it to him at the 38, it looks like. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
He was brought down by number 15 for the Titans, D'Angelo Del Valle.
So the Panthers will start their opening drive at their own 38-yard line, trailing 16-13 here as we get going in the third quarter. The Panthers will move left to right to start this second half. And Rash will come in out of the shotgun here. He'll have split backs in the backfield and 3 wide receivers, 2 out to the left side of the formation. Takes the snap. Going to keep it and gives it to Gutierrez going around the left side, and he's got a few yards. He steps out of bounds around the 45-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like at the 30, or actually at the 43-yard line. He's going to pick up 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
It was ran out of bounds by Rene Robles Martinez for the Titans.
It was Gutierrez there on just a sweep around that left side. Take 5 yards on first down. 2nd down, 5 to go here. Split backs again. This time they give it up the middle, and that's going to get close to a first down there. That was number 28 for the Panthers on the carry, Anthony Guerrero.
Just going to be short just a little bit.
No, they gave it to him.
Did they give it to him?
Yep,
Good spot then.
Yep, they just moved the chains.
Fabian Ramos on the stop for the Titans.
Just did get to the 48-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Medina Valley taking a little more time as Gutierrez comes back into the ball game. He'll be the lone back for Rash. 2 wide receivers here. Rash takes the snap, running option outside. Now he cuts it up the middle, across midfield, and he's taken down from behind at the Legacy 47-yard line. Picks up another 5 yards for the Panthers.
Can't get the number on that young man for the Titans.
As that was another 5-yard carry, so 3 plays, 15 yards for the Panthers. 5 yards apiece on the carry. Again with the split backs here. They showed this look a few times in the first half.
Wow, it sure looked like they were lined up across
and there's
the line.
A fumble, and Legacy, the ball's still loose on the ground, and Rash can't fall on it. Ball's still fumbling around. And Legacy looks like they probably have fallen on top of it back around the 25-yard line.
Panthers had 3 chances to jump on that ball.
No official signal yet. They're fighting for it at the bottom of the pile. But Legacy is going to have the football. 1st and 10 from the Panther 25-yard line.
Like number 30, or this young man here was at 52.
Yep.
Came up with that loose pigskin. Tolos Chapa. And, Jared, what happened on the play? I was looking at the defensive line, and it looked like they were lined up in the neutral zone.
I think that was a case there. I don't know if Rash tried to pull that ball back too late. The exchange just wasn't clean. I don't know if he was holding on to it a little longer, trying to read those tackles or what he was doing there, but I couldn't tell.
That ball just shot
out of there. And now they're going to mark another 5 yards onto the end of this. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line to Medina Valley.
3rd turnover of the ball game for the Panthers.
And this time they'll come out under center I formation. They hand the ball to the fullback up the middle. Actually, I think the quarterback kept it and followed the fullback through the hole. But he picks up 4 or 5 yards on the carry. That was a first-time look. That's the first time they've been under center all night.
Looked like Ramirez and Chavez on the stop there for Medina Valley.
As Tovar kept that himself, he followed his fullback through the hole, and they'll come out in the I formation again. 1 wide receiver out to the right. Takes the snap. Going to keep it himself again, Tovar, and he fights his way up the middle down to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a first down after a pickup of 6 yards.
That was a good RPO because they stuffed the running back. He pulled it out and got the first down. I thought we had him stopped in the backfield.
Look, right back to the line of scrimmage here, out of the eye again. Takes that snap. This time he gave it to the fullback up the middle, and he's not going to get but 1 yard on the carry, as it's going to bring up second down and goal from the 9.
Number 40 getting up from the bottom of the pile there for the Panthers. That's Santos. Tarvin turned the play back upfield into Santos.
Well, what they're doing is they're having Flores line up as their fullback, and Murillo is the tailback. And they'll go with this I formation again. Second and goal from the 9. Takes the snap. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right. Now he's under pressure. Still on his feet. Trying to escape the pocket. Throws on the run. Complete for a touchdown in the corner of the end zone.
That play is made because of your quarterback with his feet. You cannot. I mean, you can't expect your defensive backs to cover that long in the pass play. That was just a great job by the quarterback extending the play.
I think, is that number 6?
Looked like 6.
Fabian Ramos on the reception. And it's 22-13. I mean, and that was, I knew that play action was coming at some point after they run the ball as much as they did out of the eye. But like you said, he was under a lot of pressure. He scrambled around and bought time with his feet to find a man right there at the end zone.
Yeah, there's not too many secondaries that can cover downfield that long.
And I think did Legacy just took a timeout?
They took a timeout, yes.
So they'll have 2 remaining now with 8:18 to go in the third quarter. They take a timeout here for the extra point.
Quarterback kept the play alive with his feet, ended it with his arm.
Yes.
And
I'm
Fabian Ramos is also listed as the backup quarterback also.
Well, and I'm kind of surprised that they took a timeout here on the extra point attempt because well, nonetheless, that's not a good timeout to waste.
I mean, what's the difference being up by 10 or 11 at this point? They didn't chase points earlier in the ball game.
Well, and they're gonna line up to kick now. As Ibarra ready to boot it through. High snap, and that snap's going to get away, and they're going to have to run with it, and that's going to be a failed extra point. Again, second time that snap has been high. Now, earlier, they had one roll back to him as well that they managed to make happen.
Yeah, and that's Murillo holding the ball.
And that's twice that they've done that. Another failed extra point attempt, and your score now with 8:18 to go in the third quarter is Legacy 22, Medina Valley 13. So 6 more points off turnovers. That's plus 9 points off the turnovers, and that's the difference in the ball game right now.
Sure is. 3 turnovers to 0, and very seldom if you lose the turnover battle by 3.
Yep. Especially you can't give them field position like that to start at your own 21-yard line.
And had 2 first downs. Your drive was moving.
So we'll see what Panther offense can do. Yeah, guys, if y'all are seeing a glare on the screen, we can't help that. It's not like when we're at Medina Valley and we can turn the lights off in the press box. We have other press members in here that need to be able to see and write things down, so not able to do that.
That's why I was kind of getting a little, it's putting the glare here. It's kind of giving me a hard time. I have good eyes as it is. It's giving me a hard time. That's why I couldn't recognize a couple of those tacklers. But that will change. I will have my binoculars next week.
Next week's game is against John Jay. Yeah, it'll be at Northside Stadium there.
Right there.
Gustafson. As Ibarra ready to boot it away. High end over end kick that's going to be taken at the 24-yard line by Gutierrez, and he's going to be stood up at the 31. Ball comes out. That had to be late. He had to be down. Riza And they're going to say Southwest Legacy recovered that fumble.
That was number 22, stripped it away from him.
But forward progress had stopped.
They didn't blow
the whistle.
That was Mark. That was number 22, Mark Perez, stripped the ball away.
Wow, and there's your fourth turnover.
And a short field.
And a short field to work with again. And now there's an injured player down on the field for Southwest Legacy.
There's a flag down here, but that's going to be a sideline warning, I'm sure. And I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of the play.
No, but we need to go ahead and take a break here while we got an injured player down. We'll do that, and we'll be back in a moment. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll return in just a few moments.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
We're back here at Legacy as they've gotten the injured player off the field and walked off under his own power there. And
2 turnovers on special teams.
Yeah,
Jared.
now Southwest Legacy starting first down and 10 again at the Panther 21-yard line for the second straight drive after a fumble. Takes a snap from the eye. They give it up the middle to the fullback, Flores, and I think he got it away. Looked like he pitched that ball out somehow, but I think he just scored it free, and then he was taken down, but he's only going to get a yard on the play up to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Santos and Fillinger on the stuff there for the Panthers.
Second down, 9 to go.
I know it's early in the third quarter, Jared, but this is a big.
Yeah, it is.
A very, very big possession.
You need to hold them here to at least a field goal attempt.
Or just an attempt.
2nd down, 9 to go. Out of the I formation again. Takes that snap. Going to keep it himself. Tovar up the middle. Gets down to about the 15-yard line before he's hurled backwards. Picks up 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Bullard and Tarvin on the stop, Jared, and I'm kind of confused here with the first 2 calls there. They had spreaded the field out and opened Medina Valley up. Those 2 were runs inside the tackle.
Yeah, they're just... This is just basic offense here for Legacy.
Now they got 4 men out.
Now they'll go out of the gun. Takes that snap, looking to throw, and it's going to be over the head. And was that a live football? I believe they called that a football.
That was a forward pass.
Yeah, but they called it. But nonetheless, he's going to be short here. He's actually going to lose yardage, it looks like. They called that was a fumble. But he loses yardage. It's going to bring up 4th down as he moves back to the 23-yard line.
Some very questionable play calling on 1st and 2nd down there when they had Medina Valley's defense on its heels.
Well, and here they're going to try a field goal attempt here. The ball is going to be placed, looks like at the 24-yard line, which is going to make it a 34-yard attempt. Now, he made it from 30 earlier in the ball game from the same hash.
It's been an adventure.
Snaps back. It's a good one. Kick is up. And it is squibbed on the ground. I don't know if that was partially blocked or what, but it is no good.
Well, and the snap had arc on it, like a softball, a slow softball pitch.
It wasn't a fast snap. It didn't get back there crisply like it should. It did get to him, but that kick was not a good one from Ibarra, and that will make the score still 22-13. The Panthers dodge a bullet there.
A big bullet.
And they'll get the football back at their own 20-yard line to start this drive.
No, the attempt was from the 23.
So Panthers will come back out here on offense with 5:47 to go here in the third quarter. 2 wide receivers for the Panthers. Rash out of the gun. 1 lone back. They send a man in motion. Rash is going to keep it himself. running right left side. He's got 5, 6, 7 yards up to about the 30, and he's finally going to be gang tackled. Looks like they'll spot him to the 29-yard line, a pickup of 9 yards from Nick Rash on first down.
Garcia on the stop there for the Titans, along with Eden Torres.
He'll bring up second down and a yard to go. As they come out here in the gun. Out of the shotgun here, Rash with 3 wide. They'll send a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off, coming to the near side, and this time he's gobbled up and taken down. He's going to be short of the first down. It looks like he actually lost a yard on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Great lateral movement by number 15, Del Valle.
That was Izzy Gonzalez on the carry there.
He cut that angle off big time.
3rd down and 2. That's an adjustment they made because they were not stopping that in the first half.
No, they weren't.
So here you go, big 3rd and 2 here for the Panthers, trying to get a first down here on this drive. 4 wide receivers here for the Panthers. Takes the snap. Rash is going to run it up the middle himself. He's got a first down and more across the 35, across the 40, still on his feet. Close to midfield. He's taken down at the 48-yard line. Good run by Rash that time for 18 yards and a first down for the Panthers.
He was running over some people there. Number 9 going to get credited for the tackle. That's Robles Martinez.
It's a big play for the Panthers here to keep this drive moving.
Absolutely.
You don't want to give it back to them now. Out of the gun here, 4 wide again. They have 3 out to the left side. One man isolated out here to the right. They'll send a man in motion. They'll swing it out. Gutierrez makes that catch, and he's going to get wrestled down in the backfield for a loss on the play. Looks like back to the 45-yard line. Loses 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Ramon Renteria on the stop there. And they have adjusted. They are not allowing that swing pass to produce anything here in the second half.
No, Medina Valley did good on the outside early in the ball game, but here in the second half they've contained that, forcing that play back in, stringing it out to the sideline, not letting Medina Valley get anything. So it's 2nd down and 13 coming up here for the Panthers at their own 45. 3:10 to play in the 3rd quarter. Medina Valley trails by 9. Takes the snap. Rash under pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 39-yard line. Looks like they'll spot him at the 41 for forward progress.
No chance.
But he loses 4 more yards there.
Padillo coming in from his linebacker spot, untouched, and Nick had no chance to do anything with that play.
3rd and 17 now coming up.
Not the 3rd down and yardage that you really have a play for.
Out of the gun, takes that snap, looking to throw over the middle. It's complete up close to midfield. As that was Izzy on the reception. Izzy Gonzalez, and he picks up 8 yards, but it's going to bring up 4th down and 9, and the Panthers are going to have to punt.
I think that was Brandon Gonzalez, number 16 on the stop there for the Titans. Dangerous return man back.
2 minutes and counting. He has that Murillo back there.
Yes.
Snap back. Tarvin's kick is away. It's a high kick that's going to take a Panther bounce and be fielded at the 10-yard line. Murillo breaks 1 tackle, 2 and 3, and he falls forward to the 15-yard line.
It took 5 Panthers to bring him down.
But he managed to get 7 yards on the return there when it looked like he should have been covered up at the 10. But they'll start 1st and 10 from their own, looks like the 17-yard line.
We're almost through this 3rd quarter already, Jared. The Panthers have not mustered hardly anything on the offense. Haven't really given up much on the defense, just the turnover was in field goal range when it happened.
Yep. Tovar out of the gun here with 4 wide receivers, takes the snap. Going to hand it to Flores up the middle, and he's going to get 1 yard, maybe 2 on the play. And he'll bring up 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Titans.
Tamir Garrett and Dax Fillinger on the stop for Medina Valley.
Well, and what you need now for the Panthers is they need to
3 and out.
They need a 3 and out here and try to flip the field position here.
Or get one of those turnovers.
Get a turnover, yeah. I mean, you're -4 in the turnover department.
But you only trail by 9.
Tovar in the shotgun here. Flores to his left. They go right to left. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Fires in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, number 21. It's Jonathan Rodriguez, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 8.
I think number 21 was looking ahead a little bit before he brought that ball in.
59 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Medina Valley trailing by 9.
Boy, it's a big 3 and out here. Panthers can get off the field here on defense.
Yep, 3rd down and 8 to go here. They need to get it up to the 27-yard line for a 1st down. Takes a snap, Tovar to throw, fires right side, complete, and then they're going to run for it, and I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. It looks like he got to the 26-yard line, and it is going to be 4th down and a yard.
Manny Ramirez on the stop there for the Panthers.
Big
just
tackle.
1 yard shy.
Yep. And they'll come and send their punting unit onto the field here as Garcia will go back there to punt.
We need to circle that, Jared, right there, because that's what the Panthers need. They need to flip this field position around right now.
Yeah, and no one back deep to receive here. Tomaselli's not on the field.
That's number 11 back
there.
That's
11
Bubba
back
Solis.
there. Yeah, Bubba Solis going back deep to receive the punt. There's a high snap, but they get it down. Garcia's kick is away. It's a high spiraling kick that everyone will get away from. It'll take a high bounce, and it will roll dead at the Panther 40-yard line, right between the 39 and 40-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will start their drive with no time remaining here in the 3rd quarter. That will end the 3rd quarter of play. As we go to the 4th quarter, 12 minutes to go in the ballgame. Your score, Southwest Legacy 22, Medina Valley 13. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by Medina Electric and North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in just a moment.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Back here at Legacy as we go to the 4th quarter. Medina Valley now going right to left here, and they'll have it 1st and 10, trailing by 9 to start. They're going to hand it off. First play, up across midfield to the 45, down to the 40. That's number 28 on the carry for Medina Valley. As that is Anthony Guerrero, the sophomore, picking up big yardage there for the Panthers and getting a 1st down. Gets it down to the 38-yard line.
Ramos on the stop once again.
22-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to him again, Guerrero, with some room to run across the 30 down to about the 28. Another 10-yard pickup and another 1st down for the Panthers. They haven't signaled 1st down yet, but I guess they're going to say he's a few inches short, or they're looking at it. And now they're going to move the chains, it looks like.
That time it was Robles Martinez on the stop there for the Titans. But 2 big runs back to back.
Yeah, as the clock runs nonetheless.
Moving the chains.
Yeah. Takes that snap as they rush now, and Rash is going to try to get free, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield at the 30-yard line. You know, Medina Valley beat them with a run 2 plays in a row. That time they brought the house. They ran right into the teeth of the defense.
Well, and they had the snap count down to a T there. As they were in the backfield, as soon as Nick got the exchange from the center, we have a player down. actually the player for Southwest Legacy that made the tackle on the play.
Yeah, and with that, we'll go ahead and take a break, and then we'll come back. It'll be 2nd and 12 when we come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue in a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
We're back here at Southwest Legacy. His injured player walking off the field under his own power here.
Good sign.
To see. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Panthers here when we come out of the injury timeout. Ball is spotted at the Legacy 30-yard line, and Medina Valley needs points here, Maury. You trail by 2 scores. You've got to put this ball in the end zone here.
Tolas Chapo was on the stop there for the Titans on that previous play.
2nd down, 12 to go. Rash in the shotgun for the Panthers. They're going to get him on the offside. Free play here, and he's going to throw it deep down the left side toward Hill. He overthrew his man, but they're going to get an offside here against Southwest Legacy.
A lot of hand fighting down the side on the pass play also.
Yeah, but, you know, good thing by Rash there. Good thinking by him,
for
knowing,
the
hey,
home
I
run.
got a free play. Let's throw it up. That was the defensive end jumping off sides that time.
Absolutely. Knowing the situation.
As we wait for the referee to signal it here. And that is the signal, offside against Legacy, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty. We'll replay the 2nd down here. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 instead of 2nd and 12. And the Panthers right back to the line of scrimmage out of the gun. Takes a snap, Rash to throws, steps around a man, trying to shake free, and he throws it on the move, and he overshot everybody. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. That was a dangerous throw by Rash there as he just let that go as he was getting hauled down. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, he had a would-be tackler, number 33, hanging all over him. That was Padilla once again for the Titans.
So here you go on 3rd down. Ball at 25. Panthers need to get down to the 20, looks like almost the 18-yard line to get a 1st down. Takes that snap, Rash to throw over the middle. Pass is complete. Trying to push for extra yardage. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Gets it to the 15.
I think he might have.
No,
it.
he does have the 1st down. I'm looking at the wrong end there. He needed to get to the 18. He got to the 15. Like I was looking at the wrong yard line.
I just said I think he was about a yard past it. He was fighting to get there.
Yeah.
Number 15 on the stop there.
But a big 1st down for the Panthers.
Del Valle. But who was that made the catch?
But that was number 3.
Number 3?
Easy Gonzalez.
Is he? And he caught that in traffic.
Yeah, he did.
Hung on to the ball after a good hit.
It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 15, 4 wide. Rash takes that snap under pressure, steps around one man, throws toward the 5-yard line over there, and that goes incomplete. That pass was intended for Gonzalez again. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Jared Garcia on the coverage there. And Rash just having to throw people off of him because he had people hanging on him once again.
Yeah, you know, earlier in the ball game, the rush wasn't really getting to him. They've been all over him here in the second half.
Yeah, they really have.
2nd down, 10 to go. Three wide receivers here for the Panthers. Takes that snap, Looking to throw over the middle, high, complete, pulled down, touchdown, Medina Valley. That was number 82 on the reception for the Panthers. And that is Kenneth Arroyos with his second catch of the ball game and a touchdown for Medina Valley, and they're right back in this ball game with 9:58 to go, 22-19, pending the extra point here. And
you know what he's listed at in the program? A defensive lineman. You gotta love it.
As Tarvin will come on to try the extra point, I want to tell everybody again that we can't help the glare here. I know you're seeing it on the camera. We can't help that. As Tarvin's extra point is up, and it is good as he drills it through with 9:58 to go in the ball game. Your new score, Southwest Legacy 22, Medina Valley 20. Just down by 2 points now in this game. And I'll say it again here. You know, we've when we're at Medina Valley or some of these other places, we can turn the lights off. You know, we don't get the glare. Where we're at here, we're in a big room in this press box that we're sharing with, guys from the Express newspaper and things like that, where they got to be able to see and write, and these lights in here are on one circuit. So if we turn them off, they can't see, and so we're sorry about the glare, but it's just something we have to deal with during this game.
And if they can't see, we don't have our halftime stats.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. Medina Valley getting ready to boot it away. Tarvin will be teeing it up from the near hash. Murillo and Garcia back deep to receive with 9:58 to go. Still a lot of time left in the ball game.
Yeah, that possession didn't take long for Medina Valley to score, maybe 2 minutes at the most.
But a big offensive possession. They needed that badly.
Absolutely.
And a great catch there by Gonzalez on that third down play to keep that drive going as they squib this down the field. It's going to be taken at the 25-yard line and then knocked out of bounds around the 32, 33-yard line. That was number 15 on the return, D'Angelo Del Valle.
Robert Gilmore, number 20 for the Panthers, running Del Valle out of bounds.
And it'll be from the 32-yard line.
How about one of those big turnovers here,
Yeah, we
Jared?
need one badly here. Panthers need one desperately here with 22-20. I mean, take the 3 and out, too. The main thing is here is you cannot allow points at this point. They'll take the snap. They're going to hand it to Flores up the middle. He squirts through the line, and
Ouch!
He just got hit hard, and he went the wrong way. He had a guy low and then got hammered up high, but he picks up 8 yards on the play.
Bubba Solis took the legs out of him, and Michael Tomaselli took the top.
Takes a 9-yard pickup, though, and it's 2nd and 1.
Contact downfield.
That's one of their biggest design run plays of the night.
Yes, it is.
So 2nd and 1 here. Ball at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, takes the snap. Hands the ball off up the middle again. He's going to get the first down. Didn't get much, only a couple of yards. But it's enough for the first down. He'll keep the drive going as he gets it up to the 44-yard line.
Tymer Garrett and Ramirez on the stop.
And there is an injured Panther down on the field. And with that, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
We're back here at Legacy High School as injured Panther walking off the field under his own power here. It's going to bring up first. It'll be 1st and 10 here. Ball is at the 44-yard line of Legacy. Panthers trail 22-20. And Medina Valley's defense trying to come up with a stop here to get this football back after putting up 7 on their previous possession to cut this lead down to 2. Tovar out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, room to run across midfield, lays his shoulder down, still on the move, down across the 40 to the 38-yard line. That was number 25, Desmond Suarez on the carry.
Wow, and Jared, he put some hits on the Panthers secondary there.
Yep.
Tarvin and Chavez had to catch him from behind.
He was at the 44-yard line.
Wow.
18-yard pickup there on first down. It's 1st and 10 again from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, takes that snap. They're going to hand it off again. This time he's going to get taken down for no gain on the play.
Good job in the backfield there by Caden Keller.
As Suarez gets nowhere, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Snuck through the backfield for a no gainer.
Out of the shotgun again. Suarez, the lone back, to the right of Tovar. Takes the snap. Looking to throw quickly out to the right, and he dropped that. Ball was on the ground as that was Murillo, who couldn't come up with a handle on it. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Looking upfield.
Yep.
Pass was a little low, but not that low as knee high where you would expect him to bring that ball in.
It's a big 3rd down here for the Panthers because they're getting close to 4-down territory here.
Would you say if they don't get hardly any yardage here that they would punt?
It's a decision to make.
Let's hope
because
they have
on one thing, they could pin Medina Valley deep and make them go the distance of the field. On the other hand, you pick up the 1st down and keep your drive going.
Yeah.
7:52 to play in the ball game. Takes the snap on 3rd and 8, looking to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked back around the 47-yard line. Big pressure that time off the end, and Medina, they're not going to go for it on 4th down now.
Not now. Adam Chavez, maybe with the defensive play of the game so far for the Panthers.
Big play there for the Panther defense as Tymir Garrett comes back into the ball game for Medina Valley, and the punting unit's going to come onto the field for Legacy. Tomaselli's going to go back deep to receive. He'll be standing around his own 14-yard line, 15-yard line.
And Jared, when you're right there, if it's going over your head,
let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. If they down you inside the 5, oh well, but you got a chance at going the end zone. 7:03 to go. Garcia takes the snap and he boots it away. It's an end-over-end kick. Fair catch. Called for. Tomaselli fumbled it, and I think he got it back. Legacy.
It's going to be tough. Who fights for it underneath?
Yep. Medina Valley's saying they have it. Legacy saying they have it.
It's going to be a tug of war.
Yep. They're fighting for it.
Tomaselli come up with it.
Yep. Medina Valley come away with it. That's the second one he's botched, and that one luckily he got back, but that could have been a disaster there if you'd have given them a short field, 16 yards to work with, up by 2.
Wow.
Ooh,
special teams have not been good.
No, and that's something that Medina Valley was, might have been one of their biggest assets last year was their special teams. They usually outperform people on special teams. In this game, it hasn't been that way.
No, it sure hasn't.
But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers with 6:54 to play in the ball game. They trail by 2.
A lot of time left.
And, yeah, there was a penalty against Southwest Legacy, I believe. No. Yeah, they moved them up 5 yards here because the ball spotted at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it was on the 17 previously, the scrum.
I don't know what they call it. I never saw a signal from the referee.
Well, they had been warned with a sideline warning once. Maybe they got him again for being on the field.
Rash in the shotgun here. They're going to empty the backfield. Looks to throw, and then he pulls it down to run it himself up across the 25, close to the 30-yard line, and it looks like they'll spot him at the 30. He's going to pick up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. Good run there by Rash.
Jared Garcia on the stop.
And you got an injured player down again for Medina Valley. It looks like it might be a cramp. They're trying to stretch him out.
Yeah, they're working.
Yeah,
it's got to be a cramp because he's grabbing his leg.
Yeah. So, Hopefully that's all it is.
Kind of got a little twisted.
Yeah,
the way he went down.
Yeah.
But number 7 for Titans got up a little gingerly too. As you can see him standing back here, he's got a little something wrong with his giddy up also. And those were the two that were in the center of that play there.
Well, they're going to continue to work on him. I think we need to go ahead and take a quick break. Take a commercial and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
We're back here at Legacy. There are actually 2 players down on the field, one for each team. They both gotten up and walked off under their own power. But Moreno's going to come in at quarterback here for the Panthers. Be his first snap of the regular season. It's 2nd down and 2 to go. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires outright, and he overthrew his receiver. That was Gonzalez, and it goes for an incomplete pass, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Moreno needed to put just a little bit of air under that one to allow his receiver to bring that ball in. But you still got 3rd down and 2.
Aseo Moreno on 3rd down and 2 here, trying to keep this Panther drive going. Takes that snap, going to hand the ball off. No, he's going to throw it, and it's incomplete as he overshot his receiver, Gonzalez, again, and now it's 4th down and 2. So Moreno comes in off the bench, cold quarterback, throws 2 passes in a row, and he overshot them both. And now the Panthers off the punt with 6:22 to go as Tarvin comes in to boot it away. Murillo will be back deep to receive, standing around his own 43-yard line. 4th down, 2 to go. Ball spotted at the 30. Tarvin ready to take it. And he will boot it away. A high kick that's going to push Murillo back. It's going to take a bounce. And it will be downed at the 27-yard line. Good punt by Tarvin that time.
Yes, it was. No return.
And it'll put them back at the 27 with 6:12 to go in the ballgame, so about half the 4th quarter to go.
Panthers with their 3 allotted timeouts left. Titans with 2. As they used that timeout when they lined up for the extra point.
And now Medina Valley's defense put out there again to get you stopped. Got to try to get you the ball back. They send, looks like Suarez, the running back, coming back into the ball game. We saw him run on that last drive. He is the lone back. Tovar out of the gun. First and 10, takes the snap. Tovar going to run it himself up the middle. And he's going to get hit and brought down after a gain of looks like 1 yard, maybe 2. They'll give him 2 yards up to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Chavez once again for Medina Valley.
Well, so now you wonder, what are they going to do here? Are they going to try to play this safe and run this clock down as much as they can, or are they going to try to get some first downs and move the football?
They need to get some first downs.
Yeah, they do, for sure.
Yeah, that was Chavez and Ramirez on the stop there for Medina Valley.
Taking their time, though. We saw them hurry up a lot earlier in the ball game. They're taking their time now, trying to eat as much of this clock as they can. Tovar out of the gun. 2 wide. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Suarez up the middle, and he gets hit and brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 3 yards. Well, one referee's at the 32, the other's at the 33. We'll see where they actually spot him. Should be at the 32, and it is.
Dex Fillinger getting up from the bottom of the pile for the Panthers. 3rd down, and we'll call it
about
4,
5.
4.5, 5?
3rd and 5. That far referee was not in the right spot.
I was going to say,
yeah.
He had him
at the 33, and the near side line judge had him at the 32. So it's 3rd down and 5 to go here with 4:51 to play in the ball game. Tovar in the gun, 3 wide out left. Takes a snap, looking to throw, sets up, fires deep down the middle. He's got a man wide open, and that's Murillo again, and he's gone. There's a flag down back at the line of scrimmage. And the touchdown is going to come off the board, I believe.
And
oh, my goodness.
And that looks like an eligible man downfield position right there.
That was a 65-yard touchdown pass to Murillo, who was wide open.
Panthers caught the secondary peeking into the backfield.
And now they're going to bring that off, and that lineman is not happy with himself.
No.
You can see it. And that's an eligible downfield.
You know, and that play didn't take that long to develop.
No, it didn't.
I did not see it, but that's one that...
That's almost a case if he went run blocking when he should have been pass blocking.
Exactly.
And that will negate a 65-yard touchdown pass, and that will negate a two-possession lead. Yeah, ineligible. That's 2 of them they've had in this game.
Yeah, would have been big plays. That one would have been huge.
And that's going to move them back 10 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15. Yeah, it was 5 earlier on ineligible. Yeah, the last one was a 5-yard penalty. They called this one 10. Yeah, we'll take 10 yards, but
their coach is
kind of asking, hey, is this right?
Now he's telling him, you're past the 20. You need to get back on the other side of the 25 because they're getting it straight.
Get it straight. Well, a timeout, I think, was taken by Legacy.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Okay.
That'll be their second timeout, brought to you by Peerless Equipment. And Medina Valley
dodged a huge one there.
Yeah, they did, because that would have put them up 2 scores again. And now for the Panthers, this is a big, huge 3rd down here. It's going to be 3rd and 14 unless they figure out that this should be a 5-yard penalty.
Maybe we catch them trying to be over-aggressive and hit a big play, and maybe we get our first turnover of the ball game. That would be a perfect time for it.
Well, the thing is like you said earlier, they caught Medina Valley's secondary peeking into the backfield, but you cannot get beat like that at this point in the ball game. I mean,
especially not now when it's 3rd down and 14.
No, he was 10 yards behind the last man back.
And the quarterback threw a perfect strike.
Yeah, he did.
Put a little air underneath it and let him run right to it.
And who was it again? Murillo.
Yep.
And they've done a good job of keeping the ball away from him here in this half, which we said they needed to do. That was the first time he got free. Fortunately, it got negated.
It's only his second reception in the second half, isn't it?
Yeah, well, and they threw one to him earlier that was incomplete.
Right.
And they were lined him up at tailback when they were going from the eye, but they never ran him. So here we go out of the timeout.
They're going to line him up there again, I think.
It's going to be 3rd and 15. No, they're out of the gun. 3 wide, takes the snap. Tovar rolling out to his left, looking to throw, sets up, fires down the middle, complete, 1st down.
Unbelievable.
Pushed out of bounds, and it was Murillo that time again, finding a little pad over there on the
flag down in the middle.
There is a flag down right around the 27-yard line.
Wow, if this is another ineligible man downfield.
It
my.
It is. It's ineligible downfield again.
Wow.
And that's the call, ineligible man downfield against Southwest Legacy. So that's going to move them back again and take away a 1st down.
Will somebody chip that man at the line of scrimmage, please? Do not let him out there in the pass pattern, because that's exactly the only place number 12 was looking at.
Yeah. They're marking 10 off on him again here. It moves the ball back to the 12-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 25, 4:28 to play. That's 3 ineligibles downfield in one game.
And have taken huge plays away from them. 1st downs.
1st down and a touchdown.
Yep.
Out of the gun, Tovar rolling left again. This time he's going to pull it down and run it himself, and Medina Valley's going to get to him. He's going to pick up about 15 yards, but he's going to be shy of the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 4th down to about 12.
Joe Tarvin on the stop, and why are they signaling a timeout?
Yeah,
Medina Valley called one, I think they're saying.
No, there's an injured player. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Why would you? I'm guessing Medina Valley called timeout here on 4th down. They haven't even signaled it.
I saw him motion this way.
Yeah.
But why would you waste one now?
With 4:17 to go, I guess they're trying to save as much time as they can for their drive.
Or put on a punt block?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but they called that quickly.
They
I mean,
did.
that was, as soon as that play was whistled over, they were calling timeout. Well, Tomaselli, he's out there. They were talking to him just now, and I think Gutierrez just
well, no, not really on a punting situation. But I was saying, do you put 2 men back there?
Yeah, you could.
You could.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, one guy can. Yep. Well, here we go. There we go.
4th and 13, and you're going to have Solis, and it looks like, I think that's Gutierrez, or is that Gonzalez? That's Gonzalez, Izzy Gonzalez. So Solis and Gonzalez are back deep to receive, both standing around the 50. That punt was almost blocked, and it's going to be taken at the 46, and he's taken down at the 47-yard line. At the 48, a 2-yard return, as that was Gonzalez on the return. But Medina Valley's going to have 52 yards to work with here and 4:08 to go, trailing by 2.
Time should not be of essence right now.
No, and we'll see what they go with here. Moreno came out earlier. We'll see if Rash is back in the ballgame here or not.
I did not pay that much attention to the sidelines.
No. And
but
it looks
you gotta,
like there's Rash coming back into the ballgame.
You got to have confidence in either one of those young men right now.
Yeah, for sure. 4:08 to go. It'll be Rash out of the gun. 3 wide out right. It's loaned back to his left. He's going to throw. Fires complete out to Hill. Up across midfield. Made a man miss to the 45. Puts his head down. He's jerked down at the 41-yard line. An 11-yard pickup. Good job covering up the football there at the end.
Yeah, because they were trying to strip it. No doubt about it.
An 11-yard gain. It's 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
And he was brought down by 11, Ramon Renteria.
3:56 to play in the ball game.
Looked like they were trying to tackle the football because Hill kept moving forward.
Out of the gun. Takes that snap. Play action, looking to throw. Rash gets away. Steps up, and instead of throwing, he's going to get sacked back at the 45-yard line is where they'll spot him. A loss of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 14.
That was Joseph Murillo on the stop there.
He set up to throw and didn't like what he saw and just pulled it down and took the sack there. Fortunately, it was only a 4-yard loss.
I said Joseph Murillo. Actually, that was number 15, Lavalier.
Rash from the gun again here. 3 wide on 2nd and 14. Ball at the 45. Takes the snap. Going to hand it off to Gonzalez right side. He's got some room across the 40. Gets toward the sideline close to the 36-yard line. Looks like that's where they'll spot him at the 36.
Not sure which number that is. It's across the field. Looked like number 7 maybe, or number 11, excuse me.
That was a 9-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Renteria once again.
Yes. 3rd down, 5 to go here. Rash out of the shotgun. You're in 4-down territory if you're the Panthers. Takes that snap, hands it off, up the middle, gets across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Big. This is the ball game right here. Number 33 on the stop there, Padillo.
And a timeout's going to be taken here by the Panthers, I believe. And that will leave them with 1 timeout remaining.
2:42 left to go.
Well, the thing is now is if you don't make this, you can only stop the clock 1 more time.
Yep.
Because you use the timeout on the punt, and then you use the timeout now here on 4th down with 4th and 3 to go.
Call this play, Jared. What you got to give them an RPO.
You got to throw something at them they haven't seen. This is a good time for a screen pass, something that they have not seen. Yep. You
got to give him options. You know, I like your idea of like a draw or a screen, but as you said, we haven't done it yet, and how many times have we practiced it, and can you
execute it?
Yes. This ain't the ball game, but it's basically
here we
the
go
ball
on
game. 4th
down and 3. Need to get to the 31-yard line for a first down. Ration the gun with 4 wide. They're going to swing it out to Reza, and he cannot make the play. They're going to call that no, it's not going to be a fumble, but it's an incomplete pass.
That was the play right there. You got to hold on to the ball.
Yep. He threw it a little bit behind him, but he didn't make the play. I mean, the ball was there to be the catch to be made, and he couldn't make it with 2:34 to go.
And I think he had the daylight in front of him where he's going to at least get the 2 yards or 3 yards for the first down. And the young man has played such a good ball game.
Played a great game. And Reza just couldn't make that reception.
That's one of your younger guys. That's one of your sophomores, and he has done a tremendous job. You know, that's just something that you learn from.
2:34 to go in the ball game now. If you're Medina Valley, you got to strip this ball, do something, try to force a turnover.
One first down and the ball game's over.
Medina Valley with only 1 timeout remaining. They take that snap. They're going to run it up the middle. And he's going to get 2-3 yards on the carry, gets it up to the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Bubba Solis on the stop there for Medina Valley.
Panthers could still get the ball back, but there won't be much time left if they do.
Yep, and as we said, Jared, 1 timeout, and they can go into that formation that you like when you're on offense, that victory formation.
10 seconds on the play clock as they come to the line of scrimmage. 1:53 to play and counting. Tovar out of the gun, takes the snap. They're going to hand the ball off to Suarez, and he's going to get taken down across the 40 to the 43-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and a yard to go.
Drug down there by Tamir Garrett, who's back in there for the Panthers.
Well, this is the play right here. You got to stop them 3rd and a yard.
Well, and if I'm the coach, I let number 12 dictate this here,
Yeah, and you wonder, do they give it to Suarez once again, number 25, your big running back? Yeah.
Absolutely.
3rd down and a yard to go, 1:16 and counting to go here. As they come to the line of scrimmage, there'll be about a minute left when they snap the football. Panther line's got to dig in here now on 3rd down and 1. A first down, this is over. They snap it in the backfield, and he's going to be short,
He
got it on the second effort as he bounced it out in a first down, and that is going to end this ball game.
Got a push right at the very end.
They had him stopped in the backfield.
His
second effort got him across the line of scrimmage, and now there's an injured player down for Southwest Legacy with 59 seconds to play in the ball game.
Wow.
And he's down. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with the end of the ball game. You're listening to Panther Football, and we'll continue in a moment.
Why buy a used car when you can buy a new car for less at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest rated Chevrolet dealer? Get low posted pricing on the 2021 Equinox, posted at $19,999. The 2021 Traverse, posted at $28,999. The 2021 Silverado, posted at $30,999. Or get $17,000 off the all-electric Bolt. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at ntchevy.com.
We're back here at Southwest Legacy with 59 seconds to go and a 1st and 10 for Legacy. And Medina Valley with only 1 timeout remaining.
2 knees and it's over with.
As they'll come out here at their own 45-yard line. Victory formation. Tovar takes the snap, puts his knee down, and the clock will run under 54 seconds and counting. They'll have to snap it one more time. And Medina Valley's going to come away on the short end of this one, 22-20. Panthers -4 in the turnover department, and that's your difference in the ball game here tonight.
Absolutely. A game effort by the Panthers, no quit. But it's hard to overturn 4 turnovers, and especially when 2 of them are deep in your own territory. They got the ball twice on the 22-yard line.
There's a snap. He'll put his knee down. And that will do it as that clock will tick down. And Medina Valley will start off 0-1 on the season as they come up short here 22-20. They fought a hard ball game here. They had a chance down toward the end here and were turned away on 4th down. Technically, they had 5 turnovers in the ball game as they got turned away on downs twice and right there at the end of the game, and then 3 fumbles. So, final score, Southwest Legacy 22, Medina Valley 20. Titans go to 1-0. Medina Valley 0-1 on the season. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by Medina Electric and North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Football, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Medina Electric. Panthers come up on the short end of this first game in the 2021 season, 22-20, and basically the difference in the ball game were the 5 turnovers. 3 on the field, or actually all on the field, but 2 turnovers on downs and then 3 fumbles. And that resulted in 9 points for the Titans, and the final margin of the ball game was 22-20. Panthers had a chance late in the ball game, but just could not come through on a 4th down play, and Southwest Legacy did what they needed to do, ran out the final 2 minutes and 26 seconds of the ball game. And Jeff, comments?
Yeah, there was a lot of positives in the game tonight, Maury. I mean, number one, your punter averaged 43 yards a punt. But there were moments that I think the coaching staff can take back and look at the video and use as good teaching moments to get ready for the next game. Because, you go into this next game, Maury, against John Jay, and John Jay's going to bring some athletes. So you better get your shell coverage figured out, or you better get something figured out in the back end, I mean.
Yeah, and Medina Valley, they trailed 6-0 early in this ball game. They actually took a 7-6 lead. It was 16-13 going in at halftime. Medina Valley trailed. They came out here to get the football, fumbled it on their opening possession, gave them the ball at their Medina Valley 21-yard line. They were able to punch it in for a score. Put them up 22-13 at the time. Medina Valley would later then fumble on their next possession, gave them the ball at the 21. A missed field goal. Felt like you changed the momentum a little bit in the ball game. Medina Valley would then go score a touchdown, made it 22-20 with about 8 minutes to go, 8:09 in the fourth quarter. The Panthers would get a stop get the football back, and then were turned away on fourth down driving, in Southwest Legacy territory. Unfortunately, they weren't close enough for a field goal attempt at that time. But, the Panthers had a chance down the stretch here, and that's what you ask for is, do I have a chance to win the ball game in the end? They gave themselves a chance. They unfortunately didn't come out on the winning side of that. The big takeaway from this game, -5 in the turnover department. And those are things that are not going to win you ball games. And the Panthers gave up 9 points off of turnovers. Off of 5 turnovers, only gave up 9 points. That's something to brag about a little bit. But it was those 9 points that were the difference in the ball game in the end.
Yep, and just too many chunk plays allowed on the defensive side of the ball. Other than that, Panthers never gave up. They fought till the very end, which that's just common nature, for Medina Valley. Unfortunately, Jared, you lose the first game in the 2021 season, 22-20, against a team that I think in sub 6A was ranked in the top 10 to start the season in the San Antonio area. So nothing to lose hope about. You still have 9 more games ahead of you. Doesn't really matter what you do in the first 4 anyways, or 5 until district starts. You need to get ready for that district run, which we know how tough that's going to be. But you saw no quitting the Panthers. Hey, there was a lot of positives.
Yeah, and you got John Jay. You're going to go play them at Gustafson next week. That game will be a 7 o'clock start as well. All the games this year are 7 o'clock starts. So I know some of y'all might have schedules that showed 7:30. That was changed about a week or 2 weeks ago. Every game this year is a 7 o'clock start. And so make sure you tune in. Go to that game at Gustafson. It's not a far drive. Right there on 410, it's not very far. But if you're not there, make sure you tune in. We'll be live on the air. Make sure you tune in Wednesday night for Sports for Supper. And I think Tuesday night we're going to have the first volleyball broadcast, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you tune in Tuesday and Wednesday night, and then again Friday for the football game. Like Maury talked about, there are some positives to take away from this. One thing that we've seen under Coach Crisp is the team does improve as the year goes on. You came up on the short end here tonight. Next weekend, you just want to see some improvement in the team, maybe turn those turnovers around, and you don't come out on the wrong end of this ball game. A couple of big plays here and there, but one that was called back late in the ball game. Medina Valley's going to have to shore up their secondary because that's where they were beaten tonight. Other than turnovers, the secondary was the one weakness that they showed.
Well, and, if it wouldn't have been for a couple of ineligible linemen downfield, the score could have been a little bit worse than it turned out to be. But no quitting the Panthers. Behind them 100%. We still have a lot of season left.
I want to take this chance to thank all the sponsors for making it possible to bring you these games here on the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. As always, thank you guys for being with us here again for another year of Panther football. It looks like it should be another good year. I know Medina Valley starts out 0-1, but, they were right in this game from the beginning. They were right in it up to the very end of this game. So, some things to look forward to here this season. Sponsors for this year are going to be Medina Electric, North Park Chevrolet, Peerless Equipment, Valley Mart, Royce Grove Exxon, Double T Outfitters, Community National Bank, State Farm, Hazel Russell, 3D Landscaping, Castroville State Bank, Security State Bank, Sammy's Restaurant and Habeas Bakery, Travel by Design, Garner Abstract and Rancher's Title, and the Medina Valley Sports Boosters are the other sponsor for this year. And, all these sponsors have been with us for a while now, and they've stuck with us, and, we appreciate y'all being sponsors and being able to bring you these games here on the Broadcast Network. Final score here tonight, Southwest Legacy 22, Medina Valley 20. You can join us next week when the Panthers take on John Jay at Gustafson Stadium. So for Maury Stein and Jeff Stivers, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night, God bless, and we will see you next time when Panther football continues.